My name is Caden Moore, and I'm the #1 ranked cornerback in the nation coming out of Jacksonville, Florida. Well, at least I tell myself that. In reality, I was really the #1 ranked cornerback in the state of Florida, which for me, I tried my hardest to try to be the #1 ranked cornerback in the nation, but I clearly need to work harder. And clearly, my coverage skills aren't up to par right now. And so, with me having to go ahead and choose what college I want to go ahead and commit to, I felt like it was a no-brainer who I was going to. As y'all can see, I chose to go to Colorado, and the reasons I came here are pretty obvious. Now, first off, Deion Sanders was the one who wanted me to come here. He recruited me to this team, and he wanted to see how I turned out. And for me, I feel like with Deion Sanders being my coach, I feel like I'll be able to soak up everything that he got and reach my full potential. But another reason for coming here, my boy Travis Hunter's on this team. And me and Travis Hunter, well, we've been training for a long time. We go way back. And I mean, a couple years ago, I told him whatever college he ended up going to, I'm going to go ahead and follow right behind him. Because I already know with me on one side and him on the other side, ain't no way our defense ain't going to be top in the nation. Now, the only bad thing about coming all the way to Colorado is about how far it is from Florida. I mean, it's pretty far. And not only that, it's way colder over here. It's going to be a whole new type of change in scenery. But if Trav can go from Georgia all the way to Colorado, I can go from Florida to Colorado too. But besides all that, my play style. Well, first, I'm about 6 foot. I was about 5'10" in high school, and finally, I was able to hit 6 foot before coming to college. In terms of my coverage skills, they're not great. In zone, I'm pretty decent. In man coverage, I'm also pretty decent. But I feel like where I mainly shine in is my athleticism. So you can call me a raw talent. I'm pretty fast, jump pretty high. Just need to sharpen up these coverage skills a little bit, and I'll be the #1 cornerback in the nation in no time. And with the GOAT, Deion Sanders, being my mentor now, there's no way I don't become the #1 cornerback in the nation. But now, it's time to get ready for my college football debut. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't nervous in the slightest. I'm ready. And in my college football debut, we got the Colorado rivalry versus Colorado State. And there ain't no way we lose to these boys. We started off in the opening drive playing some pretty good defense. Got them to 3rd and 9. They picked up the first down, but when that boy took a hit, he lost that ball. The ball just flew out his hands and we get that ball. But unfortunately, Shedeur Sanders was not able to get any points off of that stop we just got. But I guess all that means is we just got to do it again. It's 3rd and 10. I'm playing this deep zone, and I don't know what I was doing. This dude caught the ball on a curl route, trucked one of my DBs, and then picked up that first down. If I was there for that, he wouldn't have got it. They started getting just a little bit of progress, but 3rd down once again on 3rd and 2, trying to run a screen play, but couldn't get no yardage at all. 4th and 2 now, got to get that ball up. And once again, the offense just wasn't able to get points again. Now look, if the offense is doing this all season, we might have to, you know what I'm saying? Something gonna have to change. But I can't overreact at all. This is just my first game. I don't know how the rest of the season gonna go, but right now it's looking like our defense is very good. We're locking them boys up. The offense finally scored. 2nd and 10, I'm playing off-man coverage. That boy threw that ball up and I'm getting my first pick in my debut. Come on, man, give me that. Now, something I didn't tell y'all is the fact that me and Travis Hunter, we did a little bet. We trying to see who can catch the most picks by the end of the season. Whoever loses, gotta post on Twitter that the other person is a better cornerback. I ain't losing that. I'm already starting up 1. Offense failed to pick up some more points. But here, I thought I was gonna be able to pick up another pick on 1st and 10 playing off-man coverage. And when he threw this ball, the receiver ran back to it. That threw me all the way off. It looked like he was running the streak, but I guess not. Luckily, I did not allow my first touchdown yet. My teammate held me and pushed him out of bounds before he got there. But still, they run the ball in on 3rd and goal, getting the touchdown, so I basically still allowed that touch. It's my fault they got that. Tie game now. And there we go. Offense done scored. They got 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this first half to try to go get some points, and we cannot allow that to happen. A great tackle, 3rd and 6. Colorado State is trying their best to try to get down the field, but at the same time, waste all the time they can possibly waste, waiting until about 3 seconds left in their clock, delivering this dot on 3rd and 6, picking up the first down. Now they got 2 timeouts with about 50 seconds left in this first half, and for some reason he feels like it was a smart decision to throw that ball up, try to get a big play on me, and I'm not letting that happen. Give me that pick, 2 in the first half. Already up 2-0 in only the first half of our first game in this pick race versus Trav. It ain't looking good for that man. We gonna see what happens throughout this season. Maybe I go through a streak of games where I don't get tested. Maybe he don't get tested. We the top 2 cornerbacks in the nation, so you never know what can happen. But now we're up 21-7. Doing pretty good, especially defensively. It's the third quarter. They tried to do a wide receiver run to my side. I'm making that tackle. Playing some pretty great defense right now. It's 3rd and 7. We're running the zone. I'm playing this deep zone, and instead of throwing it to my side, he threw it to the other side. And that's a dot to the sideline. So after that happened, coach decided to put me on this side of the field, but still, they got a dot to the middle of the field, scoring a touchdown, making it a 1-score lead once again. But there we go. Offense done found the rhythm, scoring again, keeping it a 2-score lead, and look at the defense, picking up a big sack. I mean, already, it seems like our defensive chemistry is looking pretty good. I mean, it is Colorado State, they're not ranked, but look, it's the first game of the season. We looking pretty good, doing our thing. With me locking up one side of the field and Travis Hunter locking up the other side, and that boy Shiloh Sanders got down there picking up a sack, going crazy. And then you can't forget about Shiloh Sanders sitting back there waiting to just get a big hit on somebody. But right now, that quarterback is just struggling to find somebody open. Amazing coverage defense. And at this point, it's a blowout. 2 minutes and a half left, 35-14. And I feel like I should have had this pick. I don't know how I didn't get this, but didn't get it. Thought I had 3. Great play by the receiver, I guess. And just to end off this drive, after that crazy play that just happened, ending off allowing my first touchdown. It doesn't really matter though. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can't really count that as a allowed tug, because like, you know what I'm saying, it's garbage time, empty calories. And this week, second game of the season, we got an FCS school. And you know, when you play against a team like this, you have to go crazy. Not only that, we have to blow these dudes out, because if we don't and our offense isn't scoring and our defense is getting scored on, then how are we going to be against good teams? They made their way past the 50, but we got them the 3rd down. On 3rd and 12, they didn't even attempt to go for the 1st down, taking a short route to the outside, and it's out of bounds. Offense scored on their first drive with the ball. On 2nd and 9, they ran a speed option. I ran right past that quarterback and ended up allowing this big play. I feel like passing defense-wise, we're pretty good, but when it comes to stopping the rush, we're obviously not that good. We allowed them to pick up this 1st down, getting into the red zone. Since the run been working so well for them, they try to run another speed option, but this time, we played it well. Somebody hit the quarterback, and I went back there, got the running back for a tackle for loss. And now, on 3rd and goal, there's no way we allow them to score this touchdown, tie the game up. Instead, they're taking the check down, and we coming downhill, making a great tackle, preventing the tug. Offense is doing exactly what I expected them to do, coming into this game against a very bad team. They scored another touchdown, and now playing great coverage defense, getting a sack. It's 3rd and 13. I'm playing this deep zone, and I was begging this quarterback to throw the ball. I mean, I even let the receiver run past me, but still, he ain't want to throw that. Instead, incomplete pass. About a minute left in this first half, and they still got 3 points, which is expected when our defense is looking like this. And on 3rd and 14, sending a little blitz at them. The linebacker got back there when they tried to run the ball, getting tackled for loss, calling a timeout also, so we can get some more points before half, hopefully. But nope, somehow they end up getting the ball back. With about 30 seconds left on 1st and 10, this quarterback makes a dumb decision. Throws the ball to the other side, and that boy Travis Hunter with a crazy diving pick, getting his first of the season. And still, somehow, we still only have 14 points. I mean, yeah, we're up in this game, but it's FCS. Our offense should be able to score, like, pretty easily, actually. And you would think that since we're also at home, we'd be able to put on a show and blow these boys out by halftime. But nope, it's still 14-3 right now in the second half, and they just picked up a 1st down, and they trying to get down the field. But I can't sit here and criticize people like I've been playing perfect this game. Because on 2nd and 3, I allowed this slant. He caught that ball, took it upfield, picked up the 1st down. My mistakes don't end there, because on 1st and 10, I take a bad angle, trying to tackle the running back who just caught that ball off the toss, and they pick up the first down. They almost got that touchdown, but luckily somebody was there to get him out of bounds. And now, because of that mistake I made, they're here in the red zone on 1st and 10, and this quarterback threw a dot to the middle of that end zone for the touchdown, 1-score game. But there we go. Offense finally put some more points on the board. 21-10 now, but FCS is about at the 50-yard marker. But I ain't gonna lie, they must have used up all their little magic last drive, because now our D-line is getting on them. Great sack. And after that last stop we just got, offense got down the field, got a field goal. And on 2nd and 17, I see the quarterback scrambling. I go downhill and pick up my first sack of my NCAA career. Man, it's crazy. This game really didn't go how I felt like it should have went. I mean, we only got 24 points right now. I feel like we should have ended with a lot more than this, but it's cool though. After a game like that, yeah, we might have won, but the team that we won to and the way that we did, that was unacceptable. And Coach Prime, he let us know how unacceptable it was. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was ready for it. I already knew mid-game when we were only up 14-10 at a point in time, I knew this was gonna come. Because against a school like that, we have to completely dominate. We have to blow them out. Ain't no way they should have been that close in the first place. Coach Prime let us know how he felt, and then after that, the next practice we had, there wasn't no footballs out there. And to be honest, I wasn't surprised. I looked at Trav and just shook my head, because I already knew we was gonna do some crazy cardio this practice. And we did. And the whole team, we couldn't be nothing but just disappointed in ourselves. We might have won the game, but not the way we should have. And now coming into this game against Fresno State, who's also 2-0, we're gonna have to step our game up. And off this defensive drive, we got them 3rd and 7. Great defense. Quarterback tried to scramble, got hit behind the line, fumbled the ball, and we got that ball in scoring range. We gotta get some points here. Ain't no way we don't. And we did indeed end up scoring a touchdown there. Got them the 3rd down once again. They taking the check down, a little drag route. Great tackle, 4th and 1. I'm guessing Shadur Sanders ended up throwing a pick because they got the ball right back. And it's the beginning of the 2nd quarter now. And after I end up getting blocked, amazing block, they pick up the 1st down. After the speed option worked so well last time, they tried to do it again. Tried to double back on it, tried to double down, but they could not. Them boys got back there, picking up the tackle for loss. And clearly, Fresno State doesn't have too much in their playbook. They're doing it again, and their quarterback is getting his head knocked off his shoulders. After all this speed option running, they finally decide to put the ball in the air on 3rd and 9, and they do just that, picking up the 1st down, 12-yard reception. But we've been holding it down here in the red zone. Got them the 3rd and goal, and this quarterback tried to zip that thing to the middle of the end zone, but just couldn't get it there. Amazing swat. They ended up settling for 3 points, and this time, offense went down the field, scored a touchdown. About 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and on 2nd and 10, they throwing a pick to Trav, but not Travis Hunter, Travis J. Catching this pick, picking up a big gain, putting the offense in a great position to score again. Offense did just that, getting 3 points, making it 17-3, and on 2nd and 8, they try to run a QB draw type of play, but tackle for loss. And you really wouldn't think that after getting a tackle for loss on 3rd and 11 that they would run the ball, but they ran the ball, and not only that, they picked up the 1st down. How did we allow that? I have no idea. Might have been my fault. But anyways, whatever they was doing don't really matter now, because we done locked in and got them the 3rd down, and this time they run the ball on 3rd down, and it's not gonna happen. It's the 4th quarter. We're up 20-6. We've been playing some very good defense. It's 3rd and 9. They trying to run the screen play. He ended up walking all the way back and took a sack. Could not get that ball out to the running back. Just an amazing performance from our defense, and the offense also did what they needed to do on 1st and 10, throwing that ball down the field, and this time, it's Travis Hunter catching that pick. He done tied up with me with picks on the season. We both got 2 now. Now 3-0 Colorado versus 2-2 Oregon State. So far, it's the 2nd quarter now, and it's 3-0. Not too much scoring happened yet. On 2nd and 8, they try to run a speed option. I'm playing in the flats here, just trying to wait to see if I can get a tackle back there, but I wasn't able to. That boy was blocking the life out of me. Now on 3rd and 9, it doesn't really seem like this quarterback intended to even pick up this 1st down. He threw it to the sideline and led his receiver out of bounds. Still, we only got 3 points right now, but on 3rd and 1, when this quarterback was trying to launch this ball down the field, he ended up getting hit. Fumbled the ball. we picked the ball up and scored the first touchdown. Scoop and score. Oregon State is really struggling right now with our amazing defense. On 2nd and 7, he decides to throw this ball out of bounds. If he threw that ball to the receiver, I was taking that thing for 6. On 3rd and 7, they decided to run a running back screen play. Normally, we haven't really got beaten by this play, but here, they actually ended up working. They got the first. But we locked in real quick. Got them to 3rd and 4. But clearly, they wasn't going for none of that. Picking up once again, another first down. A wide open curl route for the easy first. They're in the red zone now, and we just cannot allow them to score. A zig route, and he dropped that ball. If only I could just dive down there and pick that off. Now, this play right here is honestly as ridiculous as it gets. The quarterback breaks the sack on 3rd and 5, delivers a dot, and bro breaks the tackle and ends up picking up the first down. Like, how? And now on 1st and goal, it's looking like they're probably finna end up scoring here, and they end up scoring. Wide open, slant for the tud. And just to make matters even worse, they end up getting ball in the second half, and offense couldn't get anything going with the amount of time they had left in the first. But to be honest, offense not scoring isn't really that much of a problem, because with us as a defense making big plays all the time, I mean, we can get a turnover anytime we want to. Basically, getting one here, offense go get some points now. Offense end up getting 3 points, which is cool. It's better than nothing, but we would rather have a touchdown, to be honest. Another pretty good defensive possession for us. It's 3rd and 12, and I'm allowing him to get this little slant because he's not going to get the first down. Making that tackle, 4th and 4. They're not close enough for the field goal, so we did our thing. We have now reached the 4th quarter. It's 16-7, and he's trying to test me on this end route, but I'm right there, making that receiver drop the ball. Now, on 3rd and 10, the quarterback tried to hit this out route, but couldn't get that ball out in time, got hit, 4th down, punt that ball again. Or not. They kicked the field goal and ended up making it. It's a 6-point game now as offense was not able to score. But all we have to do here is not allow them to score a touchdown, because if they do that, then they can take the lead, and this receiver is dropping the ball. 4th and 12, they're going to have to kick this field goal again. They kicked that field goal, they made it. But offense, I don't know what they're doing. They did not score at all. It's a 3-point game now, and we playing good defense, luckily. To be honest, if it wasn't for us playing amazing defense in this game, we probably would have lost. 4th and 3, amazing defense guarding that receiver run, turnover on downs. This game should be over. But of course, it's not over. Still 16-13. They got a minute left in this game to try to get a field goal, and Travis Hunter was tested and dropped the game-ending pick. And I mean, that boy had the game in his hands, and I think that would have put him one up on me in the pick race too. That's tough. But it's 3rd and 17 now, and them D linemen were hungry, got back there, picked up that sack in no time. And clearly, their quarterback is not in the right frame of mind, because on 4th and 25, he decided to take this. I don't even know what his problem was with that, but hey, we'll take the dub. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been a couple games since I caught a pick. Hopefully, I get one in this next game, though. And especially with this next game being our first ranked opponent. We got ranked number 22 Oregon, and catching the pick against these dudes would be amazing. But right now, we got something else to worry about. They just broke off a big 35-yard rush. We cannot let that happen again. After that rush, though, they really haven't done that much. It's 3rd and 2. They're trying to run the ball again, pick up the first down, but they could not. Only allowed them to get 1 yard. But you know they had to go for it here on 4th and 1. I mean, why would they not? And when we thought that they was going to run the ball, they ended up doing a passing play. Had a wide open receiver, and he scored a touchdown. It's the 2nd quarter, and we have still not at least even got a field goal yet. They ran a read option, and with amazing blocking, Bo Nix was able to pick up a big gain of 29 yards on this rush. And now making it all the way down to the goal line, 1st and goal, and they getting into their end zone, extending the lead. We're getting destroyed right now. About a minute left in this first half, and offense finally put points on the board. Now us as a defense, we got to do our job here. 1st and 10, they throwing the ball down the field, and luckily they did not catch that ball. And once again, Trav just drops the pick, fell right in his hands, and he could not hold on to it. And what makes that even worse is the fact that the drive could have been over with. Maybe offense could have got down the field, got at least a field goal, but it's 3rd and 12, and they end up picking up this first down, and now they might score before half. If it's something I learned through these first 4 games, now going into the 5th game, Our run defense is not that good. Bucky Irvin getting into the end zone untouched. And man, it just got nasty. It's the third quarter now. At the end of the third quarter, we're down 31-10. Just not doing good at all, offensively or defensively. And I could just tell from looking at Coach Prime, he was pissed at the performance that we came out here and had. Because he knows and we know that we have the ability to beat these guys. We clearly just didn't push ourselves hard enough to beat these guys. And now our win streak is over. Well, losing the game, especially like that, just doesn't feel good. But at least there's things we could learn from losing to a team like that. And maybe, just maybe, we can get better and beat a 1-4 team like Arizona State. And clearly, I'm not getting better because I just dropped a pick just like Travis Hunter did. That ball fell right into my hands and I did not secure the catch. That's crazy. But luckily, that was on third down. So after they kicked the ball to us, we ended up scoring another touchdown, making it a 14-point lead. 2nd and 3, playing this deep zone, and I was begging this quarterback to throw this ball. And well, he threw that ball on the money, a crazy dive and grab. Now allowed a 36-yard reception, trying to bait up for a pick. Now they're in the red zone on 2nd and goal, delivering this dot to the end zone for the touchdown. They end up getting a stop on our offense, but now we got them 3rd and 4. They pick up this first down though, and they're on the outside of the field. And then on 1st and 10, run a nasty out route. The guy in the slot on the other side of the field catches his ball and takes it all the way for 6. What a play. And that was to tie the game up. We scored 14 points unanswered to start the game off, and they scored 14 points unanswered right back to tie the game up. And now they got the ball after getting a stop on our offense. Getting back into the red zone now. They got a chance to go ahead and take the lead. But we playing bend but don't break. Got them to 4th down. They gonna have to kick that field goal. And at this point, it's kind of crazy. They did not go for the field goal. They end up faking the field goal and not getting no points. But coming into the half, we got ball first and did nothing with it. And now they making their way down the field once again. Hopefully we find a way to stop them. If we're gonna do it, we gotta do it here. It's 3rd and 5, and he tried to test me on this slant. I'm getting his tackle on him. He's dropping the ball. Great defense. But of course, after getting that stop, offense did not get any points. And we're getting another stop here on 3rd and 12. We need points, which we finally end up getting. We finally take the lead, finally get to 21 points. And on 2nd and 11, they're trying to run the ball. Great tackle, 5-yard rush. Now it's 3rd and 6. My man's running the slant, and it looks like this quarterback is looking at him the entire time. And when he realized he isn't open, he tried to scramble, but got sacked. And for some reason, I don't understand it, but they end up punting the ball, and offense didn't give it back, so game over. It's really crazy to me that that game ended the way it did against a 1-4 team, but I mean, at least we got the dub. But still, we need to lock in, because there is no way we're going to be a top-ranked team in the nation if we're almost losing games to teams that aren't ranked. And for that, everybody needs to get better, including me and Trav. Because yeah, we've been doing our thing on our sides of the field, but still, there's more things that we could do to help the team. More things like, catching the ball when we got the pick right in our hand. And I mean, we really have to be able to take away the opponent's possession if that ball's in our hands, because obviously the offense tends to go on streaks of not scoring. Speaking of not scoring, they didn't score the last drive, and I'm getting back there, getting a tackle for loss. We got to get another stop. 3rd and 7 and man coverage. My man almost picked up this first down running the in route. We made the tackle and he almost got it, just barely didn't pick that up. Now, to be honest with y'all, I don't know what happened. Shadur must have threw a pick and they almost sixed it, but they're already in scoring range. Now, on 3rd and 7, I'm not trying to allow them to get any points. Baiting this up perfectly. He ran this in route. Give me that pick. But right when I had the up on Travis Hunter, he just had to go ahead and match me. I mean, on the next drive, he caught a pick too. And as crazy as it seems, after the 2 picks and all the stops we've been getting, we still have not gotten any type of points. Our defense so far in this game has just been playing amazing. 2nd and 8, he's throwing the ball down the field, and another pick. This time, it's Trevor Woods. I mean, we really need offense to do something. With all these turnovers we've been creating, you would think that we'll at least have 17 points or something, but we still have 0 points. You could just tell the energy of our defense on the bench. We just all pissed. Because we know we have no business being down in this game. The great defense we've been playing, the stops we've been getting in this game, and we still have 0? That's crazy. Now, Arizona is in a position to go ahead and score, get some more points. 3rd and goal, running the ball. We're not letting that happen. But man, it's sad. He threw a pick. Shedeur Sanders threw a pick, and now they're already in scoring range. And with the 3rd quarter clock coming down on 2nd and 11, they finally found that hole and finally scored a touchdown. About to be 13-0 now. Finally, offense put some points on the board. They got down the field, scored a touchdown. There's really no reason why we should be in this predicament right now, but we got to get it stopped. We didn't allow them to get into our territory, and on 1st and 10, we're making a great tackle for loss. But we putting an end to this drive right here on 3rd and 4. They're trying to run a little screen play, but that is getting stuffed. Great tackle. And after they made that field goal, we scored a touchdown. Finally, once again, we're still in this game. It is 3rd and 7. Getting a stop here will put offense in a great place to try to get some points with no timeouts, but we allowed a 1st down. Now with time going down, 30 seconds left in this game on 2nd and 1, they're running the ball and not picking up the 1st down. But with us not having any timeouts left, that didn't matter at all. Time went down, it's game over. Crazy. We're about halfway through the season, and me and Travis Hunter only got 3 picks each, surprisingly. But then again, we really haven't been tested that often. Maybe we get tested more in the second half of the season. And as for our record and where we stand in our conference, we're 4th, 5-2. Man, we got to get right. Ain't no way we just lost to Arizona the way we just did. And like through these 7 games, it's pretty clear to me, and I'm sure pretty clear to everybody else on this team, what the problem is. Our offense needs to do better. Being 5-2 right now just does not feel right. Because the way our defense been playing, we should be undefeated. I mean, unless you want to, you know what I'm saying, say Oregon would have beat us if our offense played good or not. But the way our defense has been playing so far, like, as long as we play the way we've been playing and the offense just steps it up a little bit, we should be good for the rest of the season. Because I ain't trying to take no more losses this year. The last ranked team we played was Oregon a couple weeks ago. We ended up losing that game pretty badly. But hopefully this week, against ranked 14 UCLA, we could turn things around. Because I know that we have the talent to beat a team like this. We just got to put forth the effort. Right now, this defense is going to have to lock in because UCLA is driving down the field. Picking up this 1st down off of 2nd and 10, they're making their way down the field. We really haven't tackled them for a loss yet. But we finally get one here where they're trying to run the ball, tackling for a loss of 4 yards. On 2nd and 14, while running man coverage, I realized they're running the speed option. So thought I could make a play, try to get downhill, make a tackle on the running back, but he just threw me to the side and picked up 11 yards. But we started playing some bend but don't break defense here in the red zone. Got them to 3rd and 3 in the man coverage, got him to throw this ball up. And with a chance to catch my 4th pick of the season, drop. Just like earlier on in the season, the quarterback put that ball right in my hands and I just dropped it. 2 hands on the ball and still couldn't catch that? Crazy. Just ridiculous. And because of that, they were able to get 3 points. But this time, he's testing me again, and I ain't dropping it this time. Give me that pick. And if you remember, me and Trav, we are in a pick race this season. And after celebrating from catching that pick, I could just see the look in his eyes. He was antsy to catch him one too. Especially because he knows that now I got the one up on him. And from here, I'm trying to take off. But here, we got bigger things to worry about. After that pick and a couple of stops that we got coming into the 2nd quarter, he still got no points. It really just doesn't seem like the offense is putting in as much pain as we are. I mean, just look at the stats we're getting, just barely preventing that 1st down, 4th and inches. Though on 4th and inches, they end up converting on 4th down. Probably can't see it because of the sunlight getting in the way, but they pick up the 4th down, little 4-yard reception. And then while in zone on 2nd and 10, delivered a dot to the middle, picking up the 1st down and almost getting into the end zone. 1st and goal, they ran the read option. The quarterback kept the ball, tried to get to him, but shed to the wrong side. That's a touchdown, extending the lead. It's about time. We got some points on the board now in the 2nd half. Even though it's only 3 points, it's still points. And here, we can try to get a stop and hope that offense scores again to maybe get another field goal at least. And on 3rd and 12, I don't know what their game plan was to try to pick up this first down, but they ran curls on both sides and that didn't do anything. A great tackle, 4th down. Well, offense did absolutely nothing with that ball. UCLA is already driving their way down the field, picking up this first down off the 3rd. I mean, it is very hard as a defense to keep on coming out here playing great defense, getting stops the way we are, and the offense just isn't doing anything with the ball when we give it back to them. And yeah, I understand it's a ranked team, so maybe their defense is a lot better than what we're normally playing against. But beating teams like this is how you become ranked. And if we're going to beat teams like this, we're going to need the offense to step it up because our defense is doing what we need to do. We're doing everything we can do right now. And I mean, just look at this drive. I mean, they done made it down the field, but we're not allowing them to score a touchdown. No, the quarterback tried to scramble, big sack. They got to settle for 3. But then, once again, of course, we still have 3 points now. And now at this point, it just seems like the game is just hopeless. They're getting first downs. They're up 10 points. Only about 2 minutes left in this game. And really at this point, if we stop them, make them kick the field goal, it really won't matter. We need a turnover here. But obviously, they're not just going to hand the ball over to us. 3rd and 7, they take a little check down just to gain a couple more yards so they can have an easier field goal. And they got that field goal. It's just crazy to me the fact that the stops that we got meant nothing. Lost this game 3-16. Like, that's just not cool. And now, after losing to the 14th ranked school in the nation, we got the number 2 ranked school in the nation, Washington. And to be honest, I would be nervous, but I know we could beat teams like this. Washington has a very, very great offense, but I know our defense is top in the nation too, so we'll be able to do what we can do against them. The fate of this game is going to be all on the offense, and already they got a touchdown. Already more than what we had against UCLA. We're making progress. If we could just come together as a team, the defense, the offense, just lock in together, we could beat this team. They're ranked number 2 and they're 8-0. We can be the first loss of their season. That would be amazing. Not only that, beating a team like this will make us ranked. And I'm trying to be ranked. Give me that pick. We are up 21-0 against the number 2 ranked team in the nation. When we just lost to UCLA 16-3, what's going on? Not only that, it's the fact that we're at their crib doing this to them right now. But the thing that scares me the most is the fact that 1, they're at home. 2, it's 21-0, but there's still a lot of football left. It's only the 2nd quarter. But as long as we keep this energy up, we're gonna be good. But them making plays like this, we can't be letting this happen. That's too big of a play, and that could change the momentum. But to be honest, it's only really going to change momentum if they end up scoring a touchdown on this drive. And I'm not going to let that happen on 3rd and goal, trying to run the ball to my side. I'm getting back there, making a great tackle. And so they end up kicking the field goal, but offense turned the ball over. They got a minute left, and they're probably going to get some more points. And now this right here is exactly what I was afraid of. It's 21-3, but the game is not over yet. They're getting more points, scoring a touchdown before half, bro. This is crazy. And to make matters even worse, they got ball at half. So now they're driving down the field once again and scoring another touchdown. And now it's a game just like that. And remember what I said about momentum? That momentum has all shifted to their side. Offense can't find a way to score anymore. And when a team like Washington gets rolling, it's not much you can do to stop them. Luckily though, here on 3rd and 17, we just barely prevent the first down, 1 yard short. But then, once again, offense is scoreless. 2nd and 7, run the ball with Michael Penix, and he's picking up that first down. We're still playing some pretty decent defense here. Got them to 3rd and 11, but he's finding his guy to the sideline poke, making a great tackle while taking the hit. 1st and 10, running man coverage. I feel like I played this route correctly, but I wasn't there in time. So the receiver made a great play, caught the ball for the first. They're running a little read option on 2nd and goal. Michael Penix decided to keep the ball, and I see that, so I'm getting back there making a great tackle. If I didn't make that tackle, they would have scored that touchdown. And we're playing some great bend but don't break defense here. 3rd and goal, making a great tackle on Rome, preventing that touchdown. And once again, after getting that stop, the offense is nowhere to be found. I'm getting back there making a great tackle. Once again, tackle for loss. Time to get another stop. It's 3rd and 4, and they end up running read option to my side. But the thing is, I was by myself. So I either choose one person and the other person was gonna get the first down. It really didn't matter what I did. And since the last speed option worked so well, they decided to run it once again on 1st and 10. They're getting some amazing blocks on the edge and they pick up the first down. But again, once again, great bend but don't break defense here in the red zone. 3rd and goal, amazing defense. They tried to run the ball on the outside and he is tackled, preventing another touchdown. And there we go, exactly what we needed. They scored a touchdown. Not only that, offense got the 2-point conversion. Now it's as a defense, we got to keep doing what we've been doing. Do not let them score a touchdown. And man, this defense, man, we are playing like we are hungry, starving for a win against a ranked team, forcing the 4th down. But then, of course, right when we thought we had them, 4th and 10, they take a check down and he ends up picking up the first down. What are we doing? But that is not where the mess ups end at. On 1st and 10, he tests me down the field and I dropped the game-ending pick. There's no way I'm out here just dropping picks like this. I might have to go train with that boy Charles Daniels or something, because this is no good. Bad business. And well, because of that drop pick, they have another chance at life. 3rd and 5. Luckily, their receiver just dropped the ball. But then, of course, it's never just over. 4th and 5 ran a screen play and they pick up the first down. But now, with 20 seconds left on 3rd and 17, they got 1 timeout left. At this point in the game, we can't make any mistakes at all. On 3rd and 17, they pick up a couple of yards, making it 4th and 7. Literally, all we have to do is lock up for 1 play, and we do just that. Great defense, making that receiver drop the ball, and we beat number 2 ranked Washington. It's just crazy to me the way we lost to Oregon earlier on this season and how we just lost to UCLA, and then we just turned around and beat Washington, who's ranked number 2 in the nation. Like, I'll take it. What an upset. And so yeah, just as I would have thought, beating that team made us a ranked team now, ranked number 18 in the nation now, and it's time to start climbing. And with our first opponents being a ranked team, we got Cal, and this is definitely a team we should be able to beat. But at the same time, it's not a team that you can just brush off, because they can upset you. And if the offense went down the field in the first drive and put some points on the board, we got to do our job and don't allow points. 3rd and 4. I'm playing in deep zone, but I see this guy running an out route. I tried to get down there and try to pick that ball up, but I did not get there in time. Luckily, still was able to make that tackle, preventing the first down. They did end up settling for the 3, but offense did score again, making it 14 and 3, and we're getting another stop on defense. We looking good. Now, offense didn't score, but this was the first time that they didn't score on the drive. Now, as a defense, we got to prevent them from getting any type of points with a minute left in the first half. But obviously, that's a lot easier said than done, because they done made their way down the field. On 2nd and 2, they're picking up this first down, and they're in the red zone. We did play some great defense here, though. Got them 3rd and goal. And when I thought I was going to have this pick, my boy went up there and dropped the ball. I mean, I probably would have dropped it too, but hey, it's cool. They're going for 3. All right, it's second half now, and offense still has only put up 14 points. They got 2 field goals, and they got the ball. But with the defense we've been playing so far, they'll probably end up having to settle for another field goal. They're running the ball on 3rd and 10, not going nowhere with it. They weren't able to go for that field goal there, but their defense is locking our offense up right now. 1st and 10, taking the check down, and he's picking up a couple yards, getting the first down. But then again, it just feels like throughout this game, they've been able to get down the field, but they have not been able to get into that end zone. And we get them 3rd down once again. That quarterback trying to scramble, but cannot. A big tackle for loss. 4th quarter now, and still, we have 14 points. It seems that this problem that we've been having we're still having it, and it needs to go away as quick, as soon as possible, please. Because it's only for so long that our defense can keep on locking up like this. I mean, right now, it ain't looking like our defense is losing any momentum, but they keep picking up first downs. On 3rd and 2, they tried to run the ball, but that didn't work at all. Them boys got back there, minus 3-yard rush. And then on 4th and 5, I'm gonna be honest, this was some very great defense, but somehow he was able to catch that ball. What a pass. A problem that I've been having throughout this season is catching the ball. And here on 2nd and 4, it happens again. I had that pick, just couldn't catch it. On 3rd and 4, they're trying to run the ball, trying to just force it into the end zone, but that's not happening. 4th and inches, great defense. And of course, going for it on 4th and inches, they have no choice but to, and they end up picking that up, a dot towards the back of the end zone. And then in an attempt to try to tie this game up on a PAT going for 2 points, they end up getting it. Somehow getting it right past my head. I mean, I guess great pass. I thought I was going to be able to get that, but hey man, it is what it is. About 2 minutes left in this game, and still, we have 14 points. It's a tie game. Ah man, what's going on with the offense? Us defense is trying our hardest, trying to get that ball back for the offense to go ahead and win this game. But on 3rd and 8, a curl route was all they needed to pick up this first down. And at this point, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know if it's just like, it's something in the air or something, but me and Trav, we just dropping picks. Me and Trav done had way too many opportunities of picks in this season, but we just keep dropping them. It's just ridiculous at this point. Even though I'm pretty sure I dropped the pick 2 in this game, I told Trav, let me get on that side. Let me show you how it's done. And well, they end up testing me. Give me that pick. There was just no way I was going to drop that pick 2. Offense finally scored a touchdown, and with time going down, they only got 1 timeout. They don't got enough time in this game to try to make a play. They finna spike the ball real quick so they can get one last Hail Mary off. And funny enough, on 3rd and 5, trying to just throw the ball down the field on the Hail Mary, quarterback couldn't even get it out. That's a dub. After finally becoming ranked, we're starting to climb up the ranks a little bit. And now, playing against number 3 USC, who's 9-1, we know we can win this game right here. And I mean, especially after what we did to Washington, being able to beat them when they were the number 2 team in the nation, there's no way we can't beat these guys. And especially after the speech that Coach Prime gave us before this game, we coming in here with all the energy that we could possibly have. We need this. And off the first drive, we playing just like 5 and 8 first down, but just barely didn't get it. But going forward here on 4th and 1, running this ball right up the middle, getting the first down easily. We gotta be able to stop runs more. It's 2nd and 1. We in man coverage. This dude's running the drag route, and the quarterback still decided to throw it when I'm right on his hip. Give me that pick. Unfortunately though, offense didn't do anything when they got the ball. So I'm guessing we got to do that again. They done made their way all the way down the field, got into the red zone. It's 3rd and 4, and I'm going to flats. But I realized that nobody was in the flats, so I tried to help out deep into the end zone. When he threw that ball, I thought I was going to be able to pick it off, but the receiver ran in front of me and got the touchdown. Luckily though, this time after the offense saw USC score, they decided to go ahead and get some points of their own. On 1st and 10, they're running the ball. Amazing blocking, and I completely missed that tackle. Since the run worked so well last play, they decided to run it again here on 1st and 10. They didn't get the first down, but it's 2nd and inches. And on 2nd and inches, trying to pick up this first down easily, cannot complete that pass. And it's just crazy. On 3rd and inches, they could not pick up the first down. Caleb put that ball right in the receiver's hands, and he dropped it. And so now, with about 2 minutes left in this first half, we're up 14-10 because they had to kick that field goal and the offense went down the field and scored a touchdown. And right now, especially since we at home, it felt like all the momentum is on our side. And it definitely looks like it too. Big sack. Unfortunately, offense wasn't able to get any points with the last minute of the first half. But we're in the second half now, and we still got that momentum defensively. And now, getting them all the way to 3rd and 11. Played great defense over the top to where Caleb had to take a check down, and they could not get the first down. But then again, offense failed to score. All that means is we gotta get another stop, and we did just that. Great defense. Now this time, offense was able to get a field goal, which is good enough because now we're up a full touchdown. And on 3rd and 7, we played great defense, and bro knocked that ball down. They got to punt it again. And now we're up 2 touchdowns, and just to make matters worse, Caleb tested me. Give me that pick. And crazy enough, with that pick, I set the new school record for interceptions in the season. And this pick race between me and Trav really ain't looking too much like a race now, because I done broke a record and I'm taking off now. But all in all, we beat the number 3 ranked team in the nation. It's crazy. We couldn't beat Oregon. We couldn't beat UCLA. But we beat Washington, who was number 2, and USC, who was number 3. Crazy. Still slowly but surely climbing up these ranks. We are now ranked 11, playing against ranked 14 Utah. And not only that, this is the last game of the regular season. We got to make sure we end off this regular season with a bang. And I know that for sure I'm going to be ending this season off with a bang, especially if they testing me. Give me that pick. And know what? We taking this thing for 6. Already in this game against Utah, only in the first quarter, we showing them what our defense is made of. I mean, every single play, they gonna feel us. Passing game just clearly isn't working for Utah right now. So they're trying to run the ball, but that only gained them 4 yards. And now on 3rd and 4, they're forced to have to pass the ball. And it didn't look like they had anything open. This quarterback put this thing on the money, a 28-yard reception. And then on 1st and goal, we're playing man coverage. I felt like I was there. I thought I'd be able to make a play on this ball, but couldn't even react to it. And I mean, honestly, there's no way I couldn't at least try to swat this ball. Like, this is a pick. Like, what in the world? But anyways, though, offense was able to score right back. Utah got about a minute left in this first half to try to get some points, and we cannot allow that. It's 3rd and 10, and I don't know what this quarterback was thinking, taking this little check down, but yeah, we'll be getting that ball. It's still 16-7 coming into the second half now, and on 2nd and 2, they try to run the ball, end up losing 4 yards. It's 3rd and 6 now. I'm playing the flats, and they almost end up picking up this first down off this corner route. Luckily, though, he could not get a foot in. It seems like both offenses are struggling right now. We got them 3rd down once again, and this time, he's throwing it to the other side deep down the field, and finally, Travis Hunter catches a pick. It's been a while. And after that pick, offense went down the field, scored more points, and this game is looking even more out of reach for Utah. And I mean, especially since they're down multiple scores and they're still taking these little checkdowns that aren't getting them anywhere. Now, when we went back to the bench last drive, I told Trav, I was like, you won't get another one. You won't. And guess what happened? He did. Now look, after that, we thought the game was over and Utah was not going for it. They ended up coming back, but all just to throw me another pick. Give me that, game over. So we end off the regular season with a win. And not only that, me and Trav had 2 picks. But unfortunately, even though we had a very good second half of the season, we did not play good enough this season to make it to the conference championship. But luckily though, I was able to win all these awards. But it's bowl game time now. We are now ranked number 9 in the nation. And I'm in my first bowl game against UNLV. Now look, they may be unranked, but they're still 10-3. I don't know what teams they beat or lost to, but they still got a pretty good record on them. And that means that we definitely cannot take them lightly. Here on 4th and 2, they decided to go for it, and their quarterback scrambled and picked it up himself. We did eventually get them to 3rd and 10, playing some pretty good defense, just for that quarterback to deliver a dot, picking up the first down. And now, here in the red zone on 3rd and 3, they tried to run the ball, and that didn't go anywhere. They're going to have to settle for 3 this time. They got 3 and stopped our offense from scoring. I'm trying to bait up this route over here, but that ball got there too fast, and I couldn't make the tackle. Now, they're right back in the red zone. 2nd and 4, I'm trying to get back there, make a tackle, and I do. And on 3rd and 4, we're running man coverage here in the red zone. And my guy ran a drag route. They gave him the ball, and I made that tackle, luckily, right before he got that first down. They got 6 points off of 2 field goals, and we still have no points on the board yet. And this quarterback is picking up another first down using his legs, getting into the red zone. 23-yard rush. We can't let that happen. They'd have made it into the red zone multiple times in this game, but one thing we're not doing is allowing them to score a touchdown. Great defense again. And luckily, last drive, we knocked them out of field goal range, so they could not kick that. And on 3rd and 13, the quarterback tried to force something to a check down and got picked off. We got to get some points here, offense. Well, they got points. They got 3 points. And not only that, on 1st and 10, I thought I was going to be able to jump this slant, pick that ball off. But instead, my man caught that ball and almost took it for 6. Luckily, I was way faster than him. And we just did what we've been doing all game, getting him 3rd down. And here, he put this ball right in my hands, and I dropped it. This has been happening too much this season. I'm gonna have to find a cure for this next year because this can't keep happening throughout my college career. And even though it's not allowing a touchdown, it still gave them points, because if I would have caught that pick, they wouldn't have 9 points. They wouldn't have been able to get that field goal. And our offense is struggling. This ain't good. I mean, I feel like as a defense right now, we're playing very well. Great run defense right there, pushing them back. And then on 3rd and 9, the quarterback decides to take a check down, and we had 2 defenders over there to make that tackle. And that guy almost broke both tackles and picked up the 1st down. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like at this point, no matter how many stops we get, this offense just is not doing what they need to do. UNLV still has 9 points, and they've only had 3 field goals throughout the game. And it honestly just amazes me, the fact that we're losing by 6 right now. I mean, look at the stops that we're getting, and we get these stops all the time. On 4th and 4, they're doing all this motion stuff just to get locked up, because they threw that ball right to Shiloh, who dropped the pick. It's cool though, because it's turnover on downs. Offense, we need something from y'all. And of course, just like at the beginning of the season, they can't deliver. We lock up all these possessions just for the offense to get the ball and get locked up right back. And I've really been trying my hardest to try to bait up the quarterback so I can maybe get a pick 6, but it just ain't been happening. He really ain't been trying to throw me the ball at all. And I mean, one of the closest times I got to getting a pick in this game was on 2nd and 5, but he threw this ball all the way out of bounds. He did not want me to get it. Man, I feel like eventually a defense that's this good, even this good, will eventually break. And I guess here we end up breaking, allowing a huge gain, putting them right into the red zone. I mean, we played great defense all game, and the offense really hasn't been putting up any type of points. And so eventually UNLV is going to start putting points on the board. And they put a touchdown up here, and this game is looking like it might be over. And yeah, this game is definitely over, because Shedeur threw a pick, and they almost picked 60. But we all the way backed up, and they're probably going to get some points. And with there only being 2 minutes left in this game, down 17-3, and they scoring a touchdown here, this game's over. And I lose in my first bowl game in my college career. But one thing I'm proud of, though, this season is how great our defense was. How great we played as a team on defense. The chemistry we had off the rip was crazy, amazing. I loved it. We could just hope and just pray that we do good in this transfer portal for next year and get some good recruits on offense so they can get better. Because I know we can be a great team. And with a loss to an unranked team in a bowl game, we dropped all the way down to rank 18 in the nation going into next season. But to be honest, I'm just happy we still ranked. And after the great seasons that our defense had, we had multiple players in the all NCAA first team. Especially me and Travis Hunter. Look at us. And I mean, with the season that we had, especially me, I'm looking to top this season next year. And don't forget that boy Trav lost in the pick race. He already done made that tweet. Everybody knows I'm better than him now. But not for real though, we need to lock in for next season, because we can definitely do better than what we just did. All right, man. So after a pretty good freshman season here at Colorado, we're coming into my sophomore year, and this is a big pivotal year. Not only because we're now ranked with a chance to try to get to their national championship, but just due to the fact that this is Travis Hunter's and Shedeur Sanders' last seasons here at Colorado. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if I'll be staying on this team while they're gone. And look, I've already had these conversations with my teammates and Deion Sanders, but I mean, Deion wasn't gonna be here anyways. And so they know that this right here is a one and done year. This is the last dance for me here at Colorado. And with this being the last year that we'll have this amount of talent, there's no way that we shouldn't be able to ball out this season. We just got to make sure that we, put in the work, put in the pain, so we can have a good chance at getting to the national championship. And with this being my last year on Colorado, I'm going to make sure I leave my mark. Me and Trav had a little pick race going on last season. You already know who won that. But this year, I ain't battling nobody. I'm battling myself. Since I done already defeated Travis Hunter in that pick race in the season, I'm now trying to, chase that boy Charles Daniels. He was going crazy. I mean, he had a season, his second season, he had 29 interceptions. And I'm trying to get that. And if QBs is going to be testing me like this, I might have a chance. On 2nd and 10, he's throwing this corner route and I'm catching that pick. Give me that. Right now, it's only the second quarter. We're up 21-0 against our rivals, Colorado State, and they are not looking like rivals right now. Throughout this whole first half, they really haven't gotten into the red zone yet. Up until this play right here on 1st and 10, throwing that dot for the first down, they're finally in the red zone. And then, after holding it down for a little bit, got in the 3rd and goal, they decided to run the ball up the middle, scoring their first touchdown of the game. But in the second half, they really have not been able to move the ball at all. We've just been playing amazing defense. And hopefully, just hopefully, we can look like that for the rest of the season. Because if we do, we'll be good. Winning that game moved us up from 15 to 13. Now look, beating these little teams is going to be great. You know, climb up a little bit. But when we get to the big teams, we got to make sure we got to lock in for real. Because if we beat those type of teams, we can move up crazy. But losing to a trash team would definitely take us out of the rankings. Now forget about what I was talking about. This dude just took my pick. I thought I was going to have that. It's cool though, you know what I'm saying? As long as we taking the ball away. But at the same time, if we taking the ball away, the offense got to make sure that they at least can get a field goal, especially against Georgia Southern. And now they done got the ball and the quarterback is picking up this first down, getting into the red zone. And now I'm gonna be honest, this play right here is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my football career. I dived at a pick. I had the pick and I dived. What am I doing? And now, because I allowed that touchdown, offense went down the field, got a 3, so we're up 2 points. I tried to make up for it here, but that ball went right over my head. And now, they done made their way down the field, getting into the red zone, trying to run the ball, getting tackled for loss. They going back. If there's one thing I love about this team right now, is the fact that on my side is locked up. On Trav's side, it's also locked up. He tried to test Trav, he's getting that pick. But crazy enough, that boy was not fast enough to take that thing for 6. He ended up getting hawked down by the quarterback. But offense did indeed end up scoring with that possession that they were giving though, and we getting another stop. Great defense. It really seems like this quarterback isn't really trying to throw the ball my way, so I'ma just come his way, trying to get him behind the line, but he just threw me off, broke my tackle. Luckily, my teammate was there to make the tackle. But then on 3rd and 5, they was not trying to have their drive ended. They took the little short route, and he ended up turning that into the first down. We got some red zone action now, 2nd and 9, trying to run the ball to the outside, can't get nowhere. And now it's 3rd and 9, we just gotta make sure that we stay over them like a blanket, do not allow them to pick up the first down. Amazing defense, forcing them to take the underneath route, and we preventing that first down. Now we did end up forcing them to just 3 points, but offense needs to put some points on the board. We really haven't scored in a little bit. And look, eventually a great defense will allow a big play like this one. They ended up running a read option and the quarterback picked up the first down and got even more, almost 30 yards. They just marching their way down the field. It's 2nd and 3 and they decided to run the ball once again with the quarterback. This time faking the handoff, running the speed option, and the quarterback ended up getting the first down. Now they're at the 1 yard line on 2nd and goal, run this ball right up the middle and he's in the end zone. And the extra point gives him the lead. But there we go, offense scored a touchdown and got the 2-point conversion to make sure that we're up by a touchdown. We gotta do our job now. And just like last drive, they're driving down the field. But here on 2nd and 4, I'm not allowing this no more. This game is over. Testing me on a C route and I'm jumping that. Give me that pick. Crazy. All it took was that Georgia quarterback to throw that ball my way. This week, we got Hawaii. And I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that we'd be playing at they stuff because I'm trying to go to Hawaii. But I guess beating them here will suffice. We are now the number 12 ranked team in the nation. Slowly climbing up, but surely. On 3rd and 7, they ran a receiver screen and I tried to get back there, but that dude blocked me at the perfect moment. I probably could have had that if I reacted quicker. Haven't really got any looks coming my way except here on 2nd and 10. He throws the ball my way, but it's way overthrown out of bounds. And for some odd reason, they decide to run the ball on 3rd and 10. They ain't go nowhere with that. Our ball. 14-0 now. Look, I don't know if this is my fault. It can't be my fault. It has to have been the play because I'm supposed to be in the flats. And somehow this streak ended up being wide open. Luckily though, we was able to make the tackle, prevent that tug. But clearly that stop didn't mean anything because they still end up getting this touchdown, running that ball in, 6-yard run. It's the 2nd quarter now, and on 2nd and 10, I'm playing this deep zone. Allowed the receiver to get past me for a split second just for him to throw this ball, and I'm picking this thing off. Give me that pick, and I'm taking it for 6. My pick six gave us a 2-score lead, and after a penalty, it's 1st and 20, and after that tackle, 2nd and 24. After getting a pick earlier, I really want another one. Here on 2nd and 24, trying to bait him into throwing this, but instead he took the shorter route, and he's tackled. Now, all because he ain't want to test me and get, you know what I'm saying, more yards. It's 3rd and 12 now, and he's taking another check down. What are you doing? He dropped that ball too. Still 21-7 here, and on 3rd and 2, the quarterback decides to scramble, pick up the 1st down himself. After breaking this crazy tackle, I had to go ahead, you know what I'm saying, knock his head off his shoulders. Now, I had a dumb moment earlier, and honestly, I don't know what this was. I thought I was reacting to the ball, but I wasn't. That ball just, I don't know. But now with 2 minutes left in the first half, getting a stop here on 3rd and 4 will give our offense enough time to get down the field, get some more points, and we do just that, getting a stop here. But man, oh man, it's crazy. Offense they got tackled for a safety. So now they have 9 points and they got the ball. But this defense is amazing, and we are playmakers. Bro got a sack, he fumbled, and we getting that ball right back. And in scoring position. Second half now, we end up only getting 3 points that drive. I mean, we were close enough. There's no way they didn't at least get 3 points. But this defense ain't losing no momentum. It's 3rd and 10. All I have to do is not allow the 1st down, but me being greedy, trying to bait up for a pick, I end up allowing a 1st down. What am I doing? And now because of me, their drive continues. 2nd and 7, he tossed the ball to the running back. Bro missed a tackle, and I thought I was going to be able to make the tackle. Nope, I looked stupid. They got the 1st. It's crazy. I've been doing some dumb things, but this right here ain't dumb at all. Amazing bait. He took too long to throw that ball. Give me that pick. You know, like when you like in the groove and you just feel like you can pick off anything, you start doing more dumb things like this. I let them get way too far ahead of me, didn't get the pick, and I allowed the touchdown. Sometimes, you know, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. It's life. It's the 4th quarter now. We're up 32-15, and I feel like Trav could have picked this off, but instead he decided to go ahead and deflect it down. He wouldn't take no chances, but you got to pick that off. I ain't going to lie. Because just deflecting the ball down gives them a chance to go ahead and pick up 1st downs and get down the field and try to score another touchdown. And get down the field, they did. But on this play, they thought they had the touchdown. Bro could not get a foot in. And with time coming down, about 3 minutes and a half left on 3rd and 5, trying to run the ball, can't go nowhere with it. They got to go for it. Here on 4th and 8, I'm supposed to be playing in the flats, but nobody was down there. Tried to get into the end zone, tried to catch the pick, but that boy Shiloh done took my pick. That's tough. It's cool though, man. We took the ball away, but still though, like, couldn't let me have that one. I sound greedy. We have finally made it into the top 10 teams in the nation. And right now, the way our team is in the locker room especially, it's the best we done been since I've been here. And with the momentum that we have currently, that national championship is definitely not out of reach. We just got to keep on winning games. And just like last season, this season is not going to be any different. The defense that we are playing right now is amazing. It's going to be all on the offense if they want to win games. Me being on the mission that I'm on, I'm putting all my blood, sweat, and tears into the season. Give me that pick. But unfortunately, after catching that pick, they didn't do anything with it. And so it's still 0-0 going into the 2nd quarter. And me trying to take the ball away, just like I just did on 1st and 10, I messed up big time. I ended up allowing a big play. At least I made the tackle though. And now they're in the red zone, probably finna get the 1st points of the game. And all we can do right now, if we cannot take that ball away, is push them back. And we're trying to do that as much as we can. We got them backed up, but then on 2nd and 16, he picked up the 6 yards back, making it 3rd and 10. And I guess they just wanted to, kick the field goal, because on 3rd and 10, they weren't even trying to get the touchdown on the 1st down. He just ran the ball and lost 2 yards. And funny thing is, they didn't even get the field goal. But an even funnier thing is, we still don't have any points either. It's 0-0 right now. Hopefully offense can find something. But I guess for now, just keep on locking up. I'm playing in the flats on 1st and 10. He threw the ball down to the flats. I had to get down there as fast as I could to make this tackle before he gained any more yards. And then on 3rd and 7, we ran man coverage, and the quarterback found somebody on the other side of the field. Running the corner route, I'm pretty sure he got that 1st down. He was wide open. But yet again, great defense being played. They done got down here, but they're not going to get any further than here. Great tackle, 4th down. And still 0-0 with about a minute left in this first half. I don't know what's going on the offense side of the ball, but something needs to be found fast. Because I mean, so far in this first half, we've been playing some pretty good defense. They haven't scored and they had 2 opportunities to kick field goals, but they were too far away. And for us to still have 0 points after the games we've been having this season is real frustrating. And sometimes lead me to do dumb things like that, just completely missing that tackle. But we held it down just as we normally do. Time coming down, about no time left in this first half now. They take a sack and this first half's over, 0-0. And now coming into the second half, hopefully offensively, we look a lot better. And I mean, already in our first defensive possession, playing great defense on 3rd and 1, they couldn't even gain 1 yard to get the first down. And since they on our side of the field and they only need 1 yard, they decided to go for it on 4th down. And they played it smart. They ended up passing the ball, taking the check down in the flats, and he picked up that first down. It's 2nd and 7, running zone coverage. And I feel like on this play, that boy Trav had a perfect opportunity to catch this pick and take it for 6, but that boy dropped the ball. And I'm gonna be honest, the way offense been looking this game, I don't know how confident I am with their ability to score in this game. We needed that from Trav. Especially because now it's looking like Arizona State might put some points up on the board on 3rd and 7. I'm trying to get downhill, make that tackle, but that blocker did an amazing job pushing me out of bounds. But just as we normally do, when they get this close, we play some great defense, locking in real quick on 2nd and 13. They try to run the ball, and we getting back there, getting a tackle for loss. But then what does all that great defense mean if on 3rd and 14, you allow a touchdown? They took a little short route, and somehow he found a way to score through multiple defenders. What in the world? Well, I kind of imagine that this might have happened. I mean, throughout the first half, we cannot move the ball at all, and we still can't move the ball. They scored a touchdown, and we still got 0. And this play right here was another opportunity for Trav to catch a pick. He just dropped it again. Like, what is going on? I don't know. I just feel like as a team now in this game, everything just starting to fall apart. It's only so much the defense can do when the offense isn't playing good. And I mean, it's kind of looking like we're going to lose this game, especially when things like this are happening. He threw that ball up, 2 defenders in the way, and he still caught the ball for the touchdown. That is crazy. And in case y'all wanted to see it at a different angle, like, wow. As the number 10 ranked team in the nation, there's no reason why we should be down 14-0 right now in the 4th quarter, and they got the ball against Arizona State. This is just ridiculous. We have just gotten way too many stops as a defense for us to still have 0 points. I mean, there's no way the offense couldn't at least get us a field goal, because this performance they putting on is probably the worst since I've been on this team. But then finally, we score a touchdown, and with 1:45 seconds left in this game, we got a chance. It's 3rd and 4. Quarterback threw the ball up, and Trav smacked that ball down. And we getting the ball back. Hopefully, the offense could do something with it. And I guess the offense finally found a way to score. We are now in OT after the offense finally scored another touchdown, tying the game up. On 3rd and 2, we're running zone coverage, but they end up finding the middle of the zone, and the quarterback threw a dot right in there for the first down. And they so close in that there's no way they don't score a touchdown here on 2nd and go. Run that ball right in for the touchdown. Offense, we need y'all. And well, we end up losing our first game of the season. Our streak that we had is now over because of Arizona State. And losing the game to that unranked team, we went from 10 to 17. And now we're playing against UCLA again. Last season, we lost to them. I really feel like we shouldn't have lost, but we can get our get back now. And after losing last game, Coach Prime told us, don't dwell on that loss. We might still have a chance. For me, I already know if we want to get to that national championship, we can't lose any games, and we already lost one, so it might be over for us. And also, what that means is if we end up getting a normal bowl game, there's no way that Trav and Shadir Sanders end up playing in those games, and I'm probably not either because I'm not going to be on this team next season. But one thing we can do this season, though, is make sure that we lead this team with a bang. Just make sure we don't lose any more games. But we got to make sure we don't lose this game right here. We're up 17-0 right now, and they finally get their first touchdown off a 72-yard reception. And the thing that's scary about a big play like that is that it could change the momentum of a whole game. Offense didn't score this time, but we still can stop them again. We just got to make sure we don't allow a big play like that. But the way this quarterback is throwing the ball now, throwing these dots, might not look too likely to stop them on this drive. It looks like he's starting to find the holes in our defense, especially on this play on 1st and 10. I'm playing it out, and he ended up throwing it in, the only spot where nobody was at. But as long as we get a stop here in the red zone, that momentum should still be ours. And we do just that. We ran man coverage here on 3rd and 7, playing amazing defense. Them boys got back there and got that sack. They got to kick this field goal. They end up getting the ball first though in the second half, but that doesn't really matter because they give me the ball back anyways. Give me that pick. In 5 games through this season, I now hold the new school record for the most picks in their career with 17. Now, offense might not have scored a touchdown with that, but they did get 3 points. And 3 points is all I can ask for, as long as they are not getting stopped every single drive. But offense got their points, and now we got to do our job as a defense, get a stop. I'm getting back there, getting dirty, getting that tackle. 2nd and 10, I'm playing off man coverage. I'm trying to bait him into throwing this ball over the top, but he got sacked. I feel like he might have thrown that though. I was going to have a pick, no cap. It's 3rd and 18, and all we have to do on this possession is make sure they don't pick up the first down. Allow them to get everything but that. And they made it 4th and 10. At 3 and end up getting a stop on our offense. Now it's the 4th quarter. We're up by 10 points, and on 3rd and 9, they ran a receiver screen. I read it perfectly. The ball right in my hands, and I dropped it. And now at this point for UCLA, this game is over. We scored last drive, and we getting another stop here. They ain't got enough time to come back in this game. Now, after beating UCLA, who's another ranked team, it feels good to be back on the winning side of things. But now, if it's one thing I know, if the offense not going to be consistent, one thing that is me catching these picks if quarterbacks keep testing me. Give me that. And I guess the last pick just wasn't enough to see for this quarterback. He threw me the ball again. Give me that. We're playing just like how we should against a team that is not ranked. Up 21-0 already. The second quarter basically just started. But Washington State's trying their best to try to get their first points of the game. On 3rd and 3, they're running that ball as hard as they can to pick up this first down. And I'm be honest, on this play, I got cooked. I'm playing the zone, but I didn't play my zone correctly. I went inside when he went inside, and he killed me going right back outside. But we was holding it down here at the goal line. On 3rd and goal, tried to run the ball one more time, and he's getting tackled again. Great defense. They end up settling for just 3 points last drive, and here they settling for nothing because I'm catching this pick. Give me that. Still got 21 points though, 21-3 now with 30 seconds left in his first half. And I guess after seeing me catch all these picks, Travis Hunter wanted him something too. And this quarterback believes he could just test him. He might drop a lot, but he catching this one. Offense ended up scoring another touchdown, so we're up 28-3. We ended up getting 28 points in the first half, crazy enough. And throughout this whole game, they haven't scored a single touchdown, but finally here they get to rush in and get a tub, but it's a little bit, way too late. Now, a game against Arizona, another team that we should not lose to. They're not ranked. But off the rip, obviously I shouldn't be saying that because this first play right here is kind of scary. He broke off a huge run off the rip, but that run was really all they could do. They got down the field and really couldn't do anything with it. 3rd and 8, taking the check down, and he's not going nowhere. I guess they didn't want the field goal. They did a fake field goal, didn't get it. Our offense didn't score either, but that don't matter because I'm getting that ball right back. Give me that pick. And once again, another record I'm breaking, the new school record for picks in a season. I got 12, breaking my own record from last season. This time, offense scored a touchdown with my pick. In 2nd and 8, I'm playing the flats. This dude ran a corner out. He tried to get that ball to him, but I'm there perfect timing, knocking that ball right out his hands. And then on 3rd and 8, they tried to throw us off. Tried to run the running back screen, but it was all over that. That D-line was not going for it. It's 14-0 now with a minute left in the first half. On 2nd and 10, they run the corner route. The same play, kind of what they did last time, but this time, I had a guy underneath I had to stay on. So the corner route was wide open. There's about 17 seconds left in this first half, and Arizona only has 1 timeout left. And for some reason on 2nd and 10, they decided to run the ball, and they ain't going nowhere with it. I'm guessing they're just accepting the fact they're going to have to kick 3. 14-3 now here in the second half. And we locking up already on their first drive. After they locked us up on our first drive, they're gonna have to give it back to us. They end up kicking the field goal and made it. And they stopped our offense. And now if they score on this drive, they can go for 2. And just look at this crazy play. He threw that ball off his back foot. Multiple defenders in the area and none of us got that ball. How did they catch that? But we ain't let that big play hold us back or stop how we was playing defense. Stop our energy. On 3rd and 4, it looks like they handed the ball off to my man so he could try to pass the ball. But we got back there too fast. He couldn't throw that ball. He got sacked. And on 2nd and 9, while I'm playing this deep zone, they thought I was going to backpedal all the way back. But nah, I'm getting this pick. Give me that. And this thing going for 6. It's about 2 minutes left in this game, and they kind of have a chance, but they kind of don't. They definitely don't if he's testing me. Give me that pick. Game over. I ain't gonna lie, I'm already knowing nobody's seen this season I'm having right here happening. But the one thing that does suck is the fact that we lost to Arizona State, who's in our conference. So they're number 1 right now. But halfway through the season, I got 14 picks. And my boy Trav, he got 3. And I'm having such a crazy season so far. I'm in the Heisman race. I'm number 5 on there. But hey, man, if I keep going the way I'm going, I might have a chance to win that thing as a cornerback. That'd be crazy. With the crazy season I've been having so far, and the pretty decent season we've been having as a team so far, hopefully we can keep this going throughout the rest of the season. Because, I mean, we've already taken 1 loss, and that was a terrible one. So hopefully we don't lose no more games. Because as I said multiple times, this is me, Travis Hunter, and Shadur Sanders' last season on this team. And I'd like to end this season with a happy ending. Pause. But now we're entering the second half of the season. It's game 8. We got California. And right now, I'm number 5 in the Heisman race as a cornerback. Hopefully I can continue the season I'm having and, you know what I'm saying, maybe win it. But to do something like that, especially as a cornerback, it's going to take crazy work to do that. I mean, when Charles Daniels won it, he had 29 picks. That's going to be hard to get to, but maybe I can pull it off. We're ranked 14 right now, and we're 6-1. We taking that loss, and honestly, it does not feel like we should have lost that game at all. And let's just say, especially with the season that we were having before we end up losing that game, Coach Prime is real frustrated with us. But obviously, he aimed most of his anger at the offense because they've been underperforming crazy. He's been seeing how good our defense has been the entire season. But when it comes to the offense, there's a lot of inconsistencies. And maybe for that reason right there, it's going to be very hard for us to go undefeated for the rest of the season. Because as good as defense is, the amount of turnovers that we create, it's only going to be so far we can go with only getting the turnovers and not really getting too much from the offense. So in short, something needs to change offensively. Now so far in this game, it's a very contested game right now. Here in the second quarter, we're down 7-6, and on this play, I almost ended up allowing a huge play. Luckily, that receiver could not make that play. After the passing game really wasn't working that much on this drive, they tried to pick up the first down running the ball, but they ain't going nowhere with it. But I guess not doing anything with the ball last drive didn't mean anything to California at all, because their defense ended up locking our offense up. They got the ball back, and now they're making their way down the field again, and they're in the red zone. We've been doing our hardest to try to hold down the fort here in the red zone, but eventually they're going to get in on 3rd and goal, run the ball in one more time, and he made it into the end zone. Luckily, though, offense did end up scoring a touchdown on that drive and got the 2-point conversion, making it a tied game here with 30 seconds left in the first half. And on 3rd and 3, tried to test me over the top, and the safety jumped the route and did not pick the ball off. Luckily, though, it's 4th down in the drive. And so, it's still a tied game, 14-14 here in the second half. We did start off with the ball, end up getting locked up, and on the punt return, they end up getting a good amount of yards, getting them all the way to outside of the field already. But with great defense, end up taking a sack of 3 yards. And now on 3rd and 13, all we got to do is stay over the top. We're running man coverage. I'm allowing him to catch this little slant or drag, whatever it was, so I can come down and make the tackle. They ain't gaining the first down. It's looking like a defensive game right now, but you really wouldn't expect it to be a defensive game when it's the 14th ranked team in the nation versus an unranked team. But here on 1st and 10, I'm trying to make this tackle, and bro just threw me off of him. On 2nd and 11, they end up doing an HB dive, running this ball right up the middle, gaining about 7 yards. We tried to run man coverage here on 3rd and 4. They ran slants, and my man caught the ball, but he took a big hit. Now, they done made it all the way down here, but a smaller field means easier defense. And on 3rd and 1, they tried to take the check down, hoping the running back would be able to make a play, but he could not. Great tackle. They got the field goal. Offense got locked up, but I'm going to go ahead and get them that ball right back. Give me that pick. And now, I hold the new NCAA record for interceptions in the season with 15. And we're only in the 8th game of the season. I got a lot more picks to catch. But right now, we got more important thing to worry about. After I caught that pick, we got 3 points, making it a tie game. And now California is on their way down the field with a minute left. And they was having a pretty good drive, but they made a big mistake, testing me. Give me that pick. Unfortunately though, me catching that pick, offense didn't do anything with it. So now we're in OT. And offense ended up getting locked up, only getting a field goal. And now all California has to do is get into the end zone, and this game is over. But I'd say we play pretty good defense when we get to spaces like this. Hopefully, we can find a way to stop them. But on 2nd and 1, he's finding a check down, and he's picking up that 1st down. It's looking bad. I really feel like we should have ran man here on this play, because on 2nd and goal, we ran zone, and they threw a dot to the middle of the zone. Touchdown, game over. Now that right there is just ridiculous. There's no reason why we should have lost that game, especially because that game did a lot more destruction than you would think. Or maybe you already know what's going to happen. As y'all can see, after losing that game to an unranked California team, we are no longer ranked. So that one game took us from 14 to out of the rankings. That's crazy. And now we definitely have no way at all, no type of chance to get to the national championship. We've already took a loss, and taking that loss too, we got 2 losses and we're not ranked no more. And even beating a top ranked team, it wouldn't really mean that much. I mean, we might be able to get back into the rankings, but what does that mean if we can't get to the national championship? That's what we was going for. And well, I guess since we no longer have a single chance at getting there, might as well take away a team like USC's chances of getting to the national championship. I mean, they only lost 1 game and they're ranked 11. They might have a chance. But if we're able to beat them here as an unranked team, that's going to knock them all the way down. We got to make sure we lock in though. But it's just kind of hard to lock in when you just know that the season that you're playing now is just a throwaway season. And I'm even giving up big plays like this, trying to bait up the quarterback. I'm doing too much. And not only that, I'm playing angry. I'm not taking the right angles, which is allowing them to pick up 1st downs. If I just would have went to the outside, he wouldn't have been able to get this 1st down and even that touchdown. I put this one on me. But just because I'm messing up a little bit, don't mean the rest of the defense is. Them boys is hawking that running back down on that rush, making them lose 4 yards. Now here on 3rd and 15, all we got to do is stay over the top of them in man coverage. Just wait for them to throw an underneath route, come down, and make a tackle. And that's what I did. 4th down. But just like a lot of games this season, it really don't seem like the stops even matter. But all we can do is go ahead and get on the field, get another stop. Here on 3rd and 10, the quarterback ends up throwing his drag route. And that short route just wasn't going to be enough to pick up the 1st down, because them boys came in at the perfect time to make that tackle, 4th and 1. USC decided to go ahead and go for it on 4th and 1. They probably should have just kept it basic, kept it simple, picked up the 1 yard. Instead, he wanted to try to go for the touchdown, and I wasn't having it. Give me that pick. And there we go. Offense scored off that pick I just got. And hopefully they score off this one too, because this is a nasty bait. On the sideline, give me that pick. And there we go. Offense is putting points on the board. We're up 21-14 now. It's the 2nd half, and on 2nd and 6, they're trying to get a big play on us, but that's not happening. Great defense on the other side of the field. Since nothing is working for USC, on 3rd and 6, they tried to run a receiver screen. That didn't work. They could not be sneaked with that. I was all over it. Passing wise, it feels like we all over them, but when it comes to the running game, we are definitely not the best at that. On 2nd and 10, they're running the ball, getting right past me, and he's picking up this 1st down and more. Luckily, though, he's not that fast of a running back. He got caught. But since passing isn't working for them at all, running been working, 2nd and 10, they did another run, this time with the wide receiver, and he almost picked up the first down. And I guess they done found our weakness, running the ball one more time on 3rd and 1, and they're going to be able to pick up this first down. And then after a couple failed attempts at trying to get into the end zone, 3rd and goal, the quarterback zips it to his receiver in the end zone for the touchdown to tie the game up. And not only that, offense was not able to put points up on the board on their drive. And so now we got to stop them from taking the lead. On 1st and 10, they try to start their drive off with a running play, but they ain't going nowhere with it. On 2nd and 12, I'm guessing the quarterback felt way too much pressure with that blitz we sent at them and ended up throwing the check down. They ain't going nowhere with it. And then on 3rd and 10, they almost end up getting the first down off of this check down. But luckily, when he was 1 yard short of that first down, somebody came in and let a hit on him, pushing him back. And they ended up getting 3 points, but offense ended up not getting anything. But luckily though, they were backed up, so we were able to get an easy stop on them. And this time, offense was able to score a touchdown. That were 4 points. They cannot go for a field goal. They have to score to win. But we are most definitely not going to make that touchdown easy at all. On 3rd and 4, QB gets to a guy who's standing right at the first down, but he did not end up picking it up. A great tackle preventing that first down. 4th and 1. It's 4th and 1 with a minute left in the game, and for some reason, quarterback felt like it was a smart decision to just throw it up down the field, and I ain't catch that pick, but my teammate did. I mean, I could have had that, but it's cool though. We won the game anyways, and that's all that matters. And well, we're ranked again, ranked number 19, but thing is, it's the 10th game of the season, and at this point, we're just playing to get a better bowl game, which I'm probably not going to be playing in. So at this point, other than beating other teams that are ranked, trying to, diminish their chances at a good bowl game or a national championship, I'm trying to catch the most amount of picks I possibly can this season. But it's something that's been on my mind these past couple weeks, and I've talked to my family about it multiple times. It's about me transferring after this year. And to be honest, I really didn't want to tell my family that I was transferring yet, up until it was time to transfer. But the way the media made it seem like I was leaving the team. I mean, I am, but I didn't really say anything about it when they asked me. But I guess, the media just has to create a narrative whenever they possibly can. And since they know me and Travis Hunter are real close, and the reason I came to this school is because of him entering the NFL draft would be a big indicator of me transferring. But now my family's real interested into knowing what I want to do after this year. And I've talked to them about this multiple times. Now, I haven't really put too much thought into what team I would end up joining if I were to transfer, but my parents really want me to move back to Florida. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of do want to go to a school that is, down south instead of Colorado. It's kind of cold up here, and I want to be back down there with the warm states, like Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, and Florida. And I mean, especially my mom, because me being from Jacksonville, she wants me to be as close as I possibly can be, and she really wants me to go to FSU. And to be honest, I really wouldn't mind going there, but I think I got a different college in mind. But that is for a later time. Because right now, we're up 14-6 in the game against Oregon State. In the 3rd quarter now, on 2nd and 10, throwing this ball over the top, over my head. Tried to bait it up, but didn't react in time. So I allowed a big play. But it's cool though, because now we're in the red zone. I'm going to make up for what I just did on 1st and 10. On that sideline, a nasty one-hand grab, keeping 1 foot in. Give me that. Offense scored off of that last pick, but they might not have to worry about this one, because I'm taking this one to the crib. Give me that. And there goes once again another record. I have the most interceptions in a career, NCAA record, 30. And I'm looking to extend that going into my next year. But now at this point, after Oregon State done threw multiple picks to me, the offense is really starting to struggle and they're scared to put the ball in the air again. Or it's just that when they do put that ball in the air, it's just a bad decision. Here on 3rd and 3 playing zone coverage, I'm getting him the look he wanted. He threw that ball over the top and I'm taking that. Give me that pick again. And somehow we taking this thing for 6. And at this point, this quarterback might think that I'm his wide receiver because he just keeps on giving me the ball. Give me that too. And with my 4th pick of the game, I'm breaking the school record for the most interceptions in a game. At this point, my name is all over the record books. But it's now the 4th quarter, 38-6, game obviously over, but just for the icing on the cake, boys back there got a sack, that boy fumbled, and we picked the ball up and took it for 6. That's tough. Most definitely a crazy game. Just wish, that we could have had games like that against the teams that we lost to, because we definitely shouldn't have lost those games. Now, while normally I'd be real happy to win a game, especially the way we did and especially with the performance that I put on, but to be honest, I really didn't care at all about us winning that game, because like I said, it really doesn't matter at all at this point. Really, at this point, I need to ball out as much as I can so that when I do end up transferring, I'm the number 1 cornerback. But I guess since I'm still here and I don't like to lose, I'm going to have to care about winning the rest of these games for this season. We got this game and the next game, and season's basically over. And currently, in this game against Oregon, we're down 10-3, and they're making their way down the field, running this ball, not gaining no yards, actually losing the yard. We got to stop them here, at least force them to kick a field goal. But then, on 3rd and 12, we was running zone coverage, which was not good at all for the play that they ended up running. They had slants coming across the field, wide open slant in the middle, picking up that first down, 17-yard reception. It's pretty obvious that we're a man coverage team, and zone normally doesn't really work, especially here in the red zone. Finding a dot to the back of the end zone towards the sideline, another touchdown for them while we were in zone. They end up getting the ball back with a minute left in the first half. We're down 17-3, and I ain't gonna lie, offense, y'all gonna need to do better. Give me that pick. Offense has more than enough time to get down the field and score a touchdown. They got 3 timeouts with 50 seconds left. Come on. And they didn't do anything with the ball with 50 seconds left. And not only that, they got the ball first in the second half. Did not score again. They keep on having way too many opportunities to score touchdowns. And now, after they scored this touchdown, we're down 20 points. About to be 21. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't know how we managed to come out here with the momentum that we had coming out of the last game and just managed to do this. We're down 24-3 right now, and they got the ball. Just a very bad performance so far throughout this game through 3 quarters as a whole. I mean, yeah, offense really hasn't been scoring, but we did allow a couple big plays in this game. But this game is definitely not over with yet. It's a 2-score game, 24-10 with 5 minutes left in the game. We have a chance. Especially getting a stop here on 3rd and 10, we'll definitely have a chance. As long as offense does their thing and gets down the field and scores a touchdown, we need a touch. They did not score a touchdown. They didn't get a field goal. They got a safety. They got tackled in our own end zone and had to punt Oregon the ball because it was a safety. This game's over. And now, after that loss, we are unranked once again. But that ain't gonna hold me back from catching more picks. Give me that. But as I was saying, we're now unranked once again. And I mean, it really doesn't mean nothing at all to me. It's just the fact that we're ending this season off unranked. It's kind of crazy. But with this being the last game of the regular season, also being me, Travis Hunter, Shadur Sanders, and a couple other players on this team's last game on this team, we have to at least win this last game. And especially with our last game being at home, we have to give our fans what they came here for. We can't lose. And right now, after I caught that pick, we end up getting 3 points. And now Utah's making their way down the field. But as this field's getting short, it's getting harder for them to move. It's 3rd and 6, and they end up doing a running play to my side. Now, I was there to make the tackle, but I couldn't hold him away from getting that first down. He just fought for it and got it. And now, at the goal line. And I thought I was going to be able to get here and catch the pick, but I got there 1 second too late, and that ended up being a tud. Utah's defense ended up stopping our offense. And if they're able to score on this drive right here, it's going to give them a lot of momentum, something that we don't need them to have. And I tried to take away all that momentum that they had, almost jumping this route, but just missed it, and the receiver caught the ball. Luckily, did not pick up the first down though. It's a tie game now. Under 40 seconds left in this first half. They're taking a check down, getting tackled for a -2 yards. And then on 3rd and 3, the quarterback tried to do a little sneaky play. Tight end was blocking it out of nowhere, went to a route, but luckily we had a guy there for him, forced an incompletion. And now in the second half, it's still 10-10 right now. 2nd and 7, they're trying to run the ball to the outside, but can't go nowhere with it. And then on the next play, I feel like there's no reason why this receiver shouldn't have caught that ball. I mean, he had it on that sideline, just dropped it, and we could have had that pick. Luckily though, offense ended up getting 3 points, taking the lead. It's 3rd and 8, and they end up picking up the first down just barely. I'm pretty sure I said this last game, I really feel like we're a better team when we're running man coverage, because in zone, they're able to pick apart our defense and find the open spots, and they do just that, picking up a 23-yard reception. And then on 1st and goal, they just ran that ball up the middle with their fullback, taking the lead. But it seems like offense don't want to lose this game, because they responded with a touchdown of their own. We got them 3rd and 10 playing some great defense. They ran a receiver screen. I couldn't get back there, and they got the first down. What a play. They were having a pretty decent drive up until this moment on 2nd and 3 where he texted me over the top, give me that pick. Now this time the offense didn't do anything with the ball, but on defense we locking up. On 4th and 1, they tried to run the ball right up the middle. That didn't work at all. Them boys down there, they got right to him and stuffed it. Game over. And so we won the last game of the season. I really feel like we underachieved a lot. Like we really underachieved this season. No cap. And I mean, we played so mid that we're in the LA Bowl versus Air Force. Like, yeah, I ain't playing in this, I ain't gonna lie. But as for me, I for sure did not underachieve. And with the 2 seasons I had here at Colorado, I say they were pretty good. Amazing actually, especially that 2nd season. I mean, 25 picks, come on now. But now that the season's over with, I got a big decision to make. What school do I transfer to? Man, my 2 years in Colorado were pretty good. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to win what I wanted to. Individually, I was able to perform the way I thought I would be able to. But as a team, we really didn't get anywhere. And with Travis Hunter going into the NFL draft, it was about my time to go ahead and lead the team into the transfer portal. And the decision I made, the team I decided to join, might surprise you or it might not. It might have been obvious. But after going through all my options, talking to my family, I have finally made my decision. I have decided to go back to Florida to play for FSU. Now, while I was making it seem like there was other schools that I was considering going to the media, I had already let my family know what school I was going to from the start of my transfer process. And now, I'm ready to ball out as a Florida State Seminole. Now, like I said, for me, this decision was pretty obvious. And it really didn't take me like any time to decide if I wanted to go here or not. There's just way too many positives to go in here. And I mean, first off, I'm about 2 hours away driving from Jacksonville, which is where I'm from. And not only am I close to my family, but this is a school that is already top 5 in the nation. One of my best opportunities is trying to get to the national championship. And while a couple years ago, this might not have been the best decision because I would have probably not been the #1 cornerback. But since I spent 2 years at Colorado, just being able to practice with Travis Hunter and Coach Prime, I've gotten so much better, and I became the #1 cornerback for this team already. Now, in terms of my career so far, last year I had 25 interceptions, and I just feel like the last thing I'm needing is a national championship. And since we already starting all the way up here in top 5, as long as we just keep on winning games, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll be able to get a chance to be in the national championship game. And if I make it there, I'm making sure we ain't losing that game. But in this first game of the season, we starting off kind of slow, already down 3 points, and on this drive, Texas State was able to score a touchdown, extending the lead, and the extra point makes it 10-0. But really, the only reason why last drive they was down the field was because offense gave up the ball and gave them that positioning. We probably won't let that happen for the rest of the game though. Man, when I tell y'all, being on this team, on the field with these guys, immediately feels way more different than it was on Colorado. It's just that gap in skill between the two teams. As the offense, when I was on Colorado, was pretty mid, and us as a defense, we had to carry. But on this team, even though a good amount of the best players end up going to the NFL after last season, we still have a lot of talent, and the offense is pretty good. And as for the defense, I could already tell we're finna be a force to be reckoned with. As last year, this defense was a top 10 defense in the nation. And with me coming to this team, the #1 cornerback in the nation, yeah, we finna go crazy. And even though we just playing against Texas State, we looking good defensively. I mean, very good. And it's the first time a couple of us has been on the field with each other. Cause I wasn't the only transfer coming to this team. And so it's gonna be a lot of chemistry we're gonna have to build. But it's gonna happen. We're coming towards the end of the third quarter and I still don't have a pick yet. But that would change when this quarterback decides to test me on this corner route. Give me that pick. First game of the season, and it was a home game. So our fans definitely got what they came for. And I'm happy I was able to catch a pick in my debut on this team. Now, after having a pretty easy matchup, being able to build up our chemistry was very much needed because this week we're going up against number 14 Notre Dame. And it's a team you definitely cannot play around with. Off the rip in this game, we showing off the energy of our defense. On 2nd and 9, I'm trying to bait up for this pick, but instead the quarterback didn't even have enough time to try to throw that ball. He got sacked. And now, on 3rd and 15 after that sack, we're sitting in zone coverage, just making sure they don't pick up that first down. QB is forced to throw a little slant, and that ain't going nowhere. 4th and 5. It's 14-0 now, and then I'm already realizing like the complete difference between this team and Colorado. I mean, there were just way too many instances on Colorado where we would get stops, play great defense with a whole possession, just for the offense to either turn the ball over or do nothing with it. Not even get down the field and get as like just a little field goal. That's all we wanted. And the worst part about what I just said was the fact that not every team that we played against was a ranked team or a top team in the nation at all. It was every team we played against. And now that we got a competent offense, it seems like I'm the one who's allowing stuff now. And you could say on this drive, I've been getting cooked. I allowed 2 first downs. Unacceptable. Generally, at Colorado, I really didn't like running zone at all when it came to the red zone. But here on FSU, we might be able to get it done. Get a stop in the red zone while running zone. Now, while I might have been one of the main reasons why they made it down the field in the first place, I'm going to be the reason why they drive ends here on 3rd and 9, showing off my amazing recovery speed on this end route. Give me that pick. Now this time, the offense wasn't able to score off the stop that we got. And now it's going to be on us to stop them from scoring. But they don't already made their way down the field. They're on the outside of the field already. And I'm not done making mistakes in this game. On 2nd and 9, my guy got the ball on the out route. And I completely missed his tackle. And that allows him to get the first down and more. 18-yard reception. On 1st and 10, I was sitting on the blitz. They ran a read option. I tried to get back there and I ended up getting a tackle on that quarterback. On 2nd and 10, we was running man coverage, and I'm guessing that we had a cross man guy on that running back, and they ran a perfect route so that the running back would end up getting open, and they were able to get the first down. And then to end off their drive, on 1st and goal, they ended up running the ball to my side. I was getting blocked, I ain't gonna lie. He was blocking the life out of me, just completely took me out the play, and they scored a rushing tug. But luckily, offense was able to score a touchdown with the 2 minutes left in the first half, and now Notre Dame got the ball starting the second half off, and we already on them. We're having a very, very great defensive drive here, and on 3rd and 14, they try to take the check down, and I'm going to flat, so I'm coming down making the tackle. Just cannot allow them to get the first down. Now this time, offense didn't score, but the way we playing defense on them boys right now ain't looking like they finna score either. I mean, on this drive, they're trying to get the run game going. They ran the ball a couple times, which got them up the field, but here, we ain't allowing none of that to happen. They getting tackled for loss. And now it's 3rd and 16, and they are forced to try to pass the ball, but that's not working at all for them because they're locked all the way up. An amazing secondary performance right here, forcing the quarterback to just settle for the sack. Offense ended up scoring again, but this game is not over. It's 3 minutes left, and on this play on 1st and goal, they ended up scoring a touchdown, making it a 2-score lead. But now the game is over because we scored again, and with only under 2 minutes left in this game, they don't got enough time, and there goes the turnover on downs. It's over. Played our first ranked team of the season, and we dominated them. I'm feeling good about this year. This week, we got Virginia, who's 0-2. We're 2-0, but this is our first game not being at home. We at their crib, and they fans pretty loud. And to be honest, I wasn't really expecting they fans to be this loud and this supportive when they're 0-2, but hey man, we'll silence them up. With how good our team is from top to bottom on offense and defense, that home field advantage stuff ain't gonna mean nothing at all. We all over them. On 2nd and 8, my man actually ended up beating me to the inside, but the quarterback didn't want to give it to him. He decided to run by himself, and I'm the one who made that tackle. And so far in this first quarter, they really haven't been able to catch a break. On 3rd and 7, hit him right at the first down marker, but he did not pick it up, an inch short. It's second quarter now, and they was actually able to get a turnover on our offense, which puts them in a position to where they might be able to score a touchdown. But the closer you get to the touchdown, the harder it is to move the ball, and they were not able to move the ball at all. They had to take this little check down to get closer for a field goal. And after they only got a field goal, our offense got a touchdown. And here on 1st and 10, I'm supposed to be going to flats on the right side, but nobody was over there. So I just chased my man and tried to lay the boom on his quarterback, but he got tackled before I can get there. And he fumbled, but they picked the ball back up. They are really trying to run the ball here on 2nd and 2, just trying to gain the 2 yards that they need, but they cannot do that, immediately getting tackled in the backfield. But it's kind of crazy we did all that, gained all that momentum just for on 3rd and 6, then to get a little bit lucky and just barely get this first down. But now it's starting to seem like this quarterback is determined. This team is determined to try to actually have a chance in this game, picking up this first down, getting it to 1st and goal. We got them all the way to 3rd and goal. And they actually almost end up scoring this touchdown right over my head. Luckily, he threw it too far ahead and he could not get a foot in. They were in perfect position to get 3 points and somehow they didn't get it. Now, on 2nd and 10, I find a way to allow him to catch this ball, but then I hit him as soon as he landed with the ball and he ended up fumbling. That's crazy. It's the 3rd quarter now, the second half, and we're up 28-3, doing exactly what we should be doing against Virginia. I don't care if they're at home. All game, they really been trying to find out what they could possibly do against us, and running the ball just hasn't been it at all. I don't know if they've been realizing, but when they pass the ball, especially trying to do little short routes, it actually ends up working a little bit for them, and they end up doing it here on 3rd and 8, picking up the first down. But at this point, it's already about to be the 4th quarter. It took them way too long to realize that they need to change their approach in this game. It's the 4th quarter, and this game's over, but I haven't caught a pick yet, and I'm really trying to. I tried to bet him into throwing this ball, he threw it, and I ain't get that thing. But I guess at least we won the game. I don't know what it is about plays like this type of receiving screen play. I just had the tendency during my career to just allow this to be a first down almost every time. But after being Virginia, we have now become the number 2 ranked team in the nation. As long as we can keep on winning games, probably gonna have to go undefeated, but we could definitely do it to get to that natty. Now the only thing that could possibly hold us back from getting there will be our strength of schedule. Because looking at it, I was kind of hoping that we had more tough teams. Not to say that we ain't gonna play against a good amount of great teams, but I kind of wish we had more just for that assurance. But anyway, the only thing I need to be worrying about is making sure that we win every single game this season. And that starts with beating the lesser teams, unranked teams like Maryland. And here on 2nd and 9, they run my kryptonite play, that one receiver screen play I was talking about. Somehow I always end up allowing the first down on plays like this. But they really wouldn't move that far away from that spot after picking up that first down, because we locked them up, and on 3rd and 6, bro tried to take a shot down the field and it almost ended up getting picked off. On the next drive, on 2nd and 10, they tried to run the ball, and that running back probably should have held onto that ball a little bit tighter, because bro went through and stripped that ball right out his hands. Offense scored, making it 21-3. It's 2nd and inches, and the quarterback tried to run the ball and pick it up for himself, but he could not do it. And he even tried to give his running back a chance to pick up the first down, but he could not do it. He just lost yards. That's just amazing defense right there. Last game, I went pickless, and I really don't like that. On this play, it looks like I got cooked, but my recovery speed is so crazy, I was able to get back in the play, catch that pick, and take that thing for 6. And that was basically the end of the game, and we continue our undefeated streak. And now, still ranked number 2, playing against 1-4 Wyoming. I mean, it's clear that this is a pretty easy game. We should be able to win this game without a doubt. They ran a play action on 2nd and 12. QB rolled out to the right side, gave it to his running back, and he immediately got hit. And then on 3rd and 13, I'm playing off coverage. My man ran a slant, and I jumped that route at the perfect time. Give me that pick. This quarterback must be fearless because on 2nd and 10, he decided to test me again, but this time he's lucky he was able to get that ball there just in time. They done thought they were all the way down to the red zone, actually having a pretty good drive, and on 2nd and goal, trying to run the ball but not going nowhere with it. And then on 3rd and goal, we running man coverage. Amazing man coverage at that, and the quarterback decided to take the check down, and he ended up losing 4 yards off that, but I guess they was going for the field goal anyway. They made the field goal and got a stop on the offense, keeping hope alive on their team. They picked up this first down, getting 25-yard reception, gaining some momentum. And on 2nd and 5, while I was guarding this tight end, he beat me with an in route, but he could not make that grab. I mean, the quarterback did put it a little bit too out there, but you got to be able to make that catch. We ended up coming out in a zone on 3rd and 5, and I don't think there was a flat zone down there, so they was able to get the first down pretty easily. We ended up getting the 3rd down again. On 3rd and 3, I don't think it was a flat again because I'm playing deep and nobody's there to try to defend this play right here, and they ended up getting the first down again. The quarterback was doing a decent job getting down the field, finding the weak spots in our zone. But in the red zone, we ran man, and I was all over my man. Give me that. And I'm going for 6. It's crazy because it really seems like Wyoming isn't having a very hard time moving the ball down the field. It's just they cannot finish when they get there. I mean, their quarterback is really putting that thing on the money. I thought I'd be able to jump this route, but he put that thing there right before I was able to get there. First down again. I'm running off man coverage on 1st and 10, and this time the slant ended up getting me. Couldn't be there to force him to drop the ball, but he didn't get the first down. We are now running zone coverage here in the red zone. On 2nd and 2, the running back came out the backfield and ended up getting the first down. And on 1st and goal, they ended up running the toss play to my side, and I got blocked to the inside, could not make the play. So they scored their first touchdown of the game. They might be picking up a little bit of momentum. After scoring, they end up stopping our offense. But the way this home crowd is roaring, ain't no way they gonna come back in this game. But while I'm talking about how they gonna come back, I need to find out how I'm gonna come back from this play. He just completely ran right past me and got a 34-yard reception. All cause I'm trying to bait up. But that big play they just had will be the last good thing that they do in this drive. Cause soon after, on 3rd and 7, their quarterback ended up throwing a pick. And we already on their side of the field. And with already being that close, we scored a touchdown again. But that wasn't it with the quarterback throwing picks, because on 3rd and 6, he threw another one, this time towards the sideline, just a nasty pick. And we in scoring range once again. Just completely dominated in that game just like we're supposed to. And this week, we got another team that we should be able to beat by a lot. And surprisingly to me, we're still ranked number 2, even though the teams we've been playing against aren't that good and not ranked. But here on 1st and 10, I'm playing off coverage. I mean, leaving him wide open. And that quarterback was dumb enough to throw the ball to him. Give me that pick, and it's going for 6. After trying to pass the ball last drive, failed so miserably, they tried to run the ball on this drive, and it actually ended up working out for them. On 1st and 10, they ended up running a play action. The quarterback decided to go ahead and scramble, pick up the first down himself, getting a 21-yard rush. I'm guessing since they've been running the ball so much this drive, they expected us to think they was going to run the ball, but they made the mistake of passing the ball again, but especially testing me. Give me that. And this one going for 6 too. Passing the ball has not been going good for them at all in this game, but they're being too stubborn. Ran a play action and threw that ball right to that linebacker, and he's taking that thing for 6. It's the second half now, and they still haven't found any type of success when it comes to offense or defense. It's 35-0 right now, and we ain't showing no signs of stopping. We probably should get out the game though, because this is over. We got out the game. The backups came in and pushed it to 56 points. Now just remember what I said about the strength and schedule. It's about time we're finally playing against another good team, another ranked team. It's about time. And to be honest, with the teams that we've been playing against these last couple weeks, I'm surprised that we're still ranked number 2. I mean, yeah, we've been winning games, but we haven't been beating good teams. And I mean, our schedule strength is so bad, like for the first half of the season at least, that people in the media think that we're not as good of a team as we are because of the teams that we played. But you cannot forget about what we did to Notre Dame and what we finna do to Clemson real quick. Now Clemson may be 4-2, but those 2 losses came to some very good teams. This is a team that's both top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense this season. So if we're able to pull off a victory, actually when we do win this game, there ain't gonna be too much people could say about us. It's the second quarter now, and it seems like this might end up being a defensive game. Or I could just be saying that a little early. But it's now the second quarter, and we're up 7-0. But the way Clemson moving the ball, they probably gonna end up scoring. They done made it to 1st and goal. And on 1st and goal, they ran the ball to my side, and this running back was real shifty. I could not get my hands on him. He went right past me and scored a tug. Clemson's defense ended up getting a stop on our offense. They now have 2 minutes left in this first half to go ahead and get some points. And on 1st and 10, I get killed on this comeback route. That was nasty. But if you know me, I'm a guy who makes up for my mistakes. Set up the perfect bait for this quarterback to throw the ball and give me that pick. And after catching my feet, I'm taking this thing for 6. After I caught that pick 6, they now have under a minute left in this first half to try to score. They drained the clock as much as they possibly could on this 3rd down and end up picking up the 1st down off this slant. Just under 30 seconds left in the first half. On 3rd and 4, the quarterback just throws the ball deep into the end zone out of bounds. I guess he was settling for 3. Funny thing is though, they didn't even end up getting the 3. But we ended up getting 3 though when we got the ball first in the second half. But now, on 1st and 10, they ran a read option. And it worked out for them perfectly. Amazing blocking, and we ended up missing our tackles. And the QB ended up taking that thing all the way to the end zone. This right here is most definitely, without a doubt, our most competitive game we done had all season. And the question's gonna be, we gonna be able to fight through it at their crib in this close game? I mean, right now, it's looking good. After that tackle for loss, it's 3rd and 16. They did a running back screenplay, and he ain't going nowhere with it. Only gained 1 yard off of that. But just like last drive, offense wasn't able to score, nor could they get 3 points. But like I said, this is going to be a defensive game, and it's looking like it right now. We're playing some great defense on this drive. 3rd and 14, we're running zone. I'm supposed to be playing the deep zone, but nobody ran back there, so I tried to jump this route on the slant, but I could not get there fast enough. He caught it, but he didn't get the first though. And this time, finally, offense was able to score. And in a game like this, that might be all we need. Because with the way our defense is looking right now, the way we just locking Clemson up right now, it ain't looking like they finna move the ball down the field to return the favor and score for themselves. I mean, they especially not finna score when they're doing plays like this. I mean, we knew where it was as soon as the receiver went backwards. They ain't getting no yards. And at this point, with less than a minute left in this game, they got no timeouts. It's 27-14. The game is over. But I stayed in the game because I felt like they had no choice but to throw that ball deep down the field. And they did just that. Give me that pick. We did our thing this game. Did exactly what we needed to do against a pretty good team. And halfway through the season, I got 11 interceptions. Having a great season so far. But what I'm trying to do is have my name all over FSU's record books, just like it's all over Colorado's. And I'm already 1 pick under their current record for picks in the season, so I'll be getting that pretty soon. Halfway through the season, I'm having a great year. And not only that, the team is too. We're currently undefeated. And with the way we've been playing offensively and defensively throughout this season, we ain't looking forward to losing no games. We want that natty. Surprisingly enough, we went from number 2 to number 3 and we're still undefeated. But the crazy thing about that is we just played against a pretty good team, Clemson. They were ranked number 18 when we played them. And I guess what I said about our schedule not being that tough at the beginning of the year, it might come back to bite us. Because we're for sure not the only undefeated team in the nation. But we got another opportunity here against another top ranked team in the nation, ranked 17 Miami. And we are without a doubt the number 1, the best team in Florida. And I'd be damned if I lose to another Florida team. So far, hasn't been scoring happening at all. But defense, yeah, that's definitely happening. After getting tackled for loss last play, running the ball, they ran the ball again. And this running back fought with all he had to gain 5 yards. But then on 3rd and 9, when they tried to pass the ball, the quarterback ran the opposite way, trying to throw the ball back. And that ball went right to the ground. Second quarter started, and still, no touchdowns, no field goals, no nothing. It's going to be another defensive game, just like when we played against Clemson. And the team that wins is going to be the team whose offense finds something. And even though Miami done made their way down the field, making it to our side, All that's gonna do is make it easier to play defense, a shorter field. It is 3rd and 2, and they tried to run the ball, get the two yards easily, but they could not because the running back tripped up and fell 2 yards short. And still, just straight defense right now. I mean, Miami does have a top defense in the nation right now, and we probably have the number 1 ranked defense in the nation at this point. And the rest of this game is gonna be a dogfight. After trying to run the ball has been failing, they tried to pass the ball on 3rd and 10, but the quarterback ain't had time to try to throw the ball. He ended up taking a sack. We finally have a touchdown, and now we got to stop Miami from getting a touchdown with less than 1 minute and 40 seconds left. And on 2nd and 1, they end up getting one of their biggest plays of the game, a 22-yard reception. And the momentum from last play carried on in this play on 1st and 10, where the receiver on the other side of the field will burn his man over the top. And an easy pass for the quarterback for them to pick up their first touchdown of the game. Still a tied game as Miami found a way to stop our offense once again before the first half was over. But with us getting a stop here, they got 3 timeouts left for 20 seconds. They might be able to do something. And they did do something. Score before half and score when they got the ball first at half. And it just gets better from there. They try to run the ball on 1st and 10, fumble the ball, and we pick it up in scoring range already. It's not looking good for them now. It's just crazy how fast, how quickly this game changed. It went from a defensive game to a blowout. Don't mind that. Look at the score. Yet again, another ranked team that we beat. But I mean, we ain't just beat them, boys. We did them dirty. And now, after dogging a ranked team, we're going back to playing against an unranked team. And after going through what we went through the last 2 games, when we actually had competition, there's no way that we lose any game to a team that we shouldn't lose to. Though NC did make that way down the field, and on 2nd and 2, trying to run the ball to get the first down, but can't go nowhere, went back 3 yards. Something I normally really don't do much is press. On 3rd and 5, I'm pressing, got my hands all over this receiver. He had to throw the ball to the running back and he didn't get no first down. They got to kick this field goal. I don't know what it is with teams not wanting to just go ahead and get their field goal. But as for me, I don't know how I ain't catch this pick. And then just to make this situation worse for me, after allowing the last catch, I get killed on this end route trying to play off man and allowed another first down. And when I was determined to make up for my mistakes and catch a pick of my own, my teammate had other plans, jumping that route perfectly, an amazing pick. But unfortunately, he wasn't fast enough to take it to the crib. He got caught. It's the second half now, and we're up 21-7, but they got the ball and they on the outside of the field already, so they still got a chance to stay in this game as long as they score this drive. On 3rd and 1, I feel like that quarterback overthought this completely. All they needed was 1 yard. Now I don't know if he saw, but there was a defender right in front of that receiver. Threw it right to him, picked off. Now I don't know what's going on with me in this game, but I done allowed a couple catches. And on 3rd and 13, I'd do that again. I thought I was gonna have this pick, but bro got up there and head topped me. It's crazy. And after getting tackled for loss last run, they tried to run the ball one more time, only end up gaining 2 yards. Stop running. And this time, on 3rd and 12, they're passing the ball. We running zone coverage, and they had a wide open guy, but luckily bro got there and knocked that ball out before he could catch it. It's the 4th quarter now. We're up 24-10, and NC State's putting up more of a fight than Miami did. But it really don't matter how much of a fight they putting up, because we're on a mission this season. And this defense especially is playing just like it. Since earlier, I got head topped. I really want to catch a pick. And on 1st and 10, I allowed him to get past me and didn't react in time. Got burnt over the top again. I just feel like sometimes at the end of the day, you're trying to bait up quarterbacks anyway, like you might allow a couple catches every once in a while. It happens. But due to me doing that, they now have a chance to score and make it a 1-score game. But I ain't gonna let that happen. Bro try to score a touchdown on me, not happening. Give me that. And even though that was game over, this NC State quarterback wasn't done throwing picks though. A great bait for another pick to go and end the game off. And after winning that game, we have now returned back to being the number 2 ranked team in the nation. Hopefully, we move up to number 1 after this. But given this Wake Forest that we're playing against, beating them probably won't move our ranking at all. To be honest, we might actually end up moving down depending on if the teams that are undefeated end up staying undefeated. But now on the first drive, we've been playing some pretty good defense. 3rd and 4, he tried to force it in, ended up getting deflected. Offense ended up being able to score on their second drive, and I tried to bait up off this curl route, but quarterback ain't even have enough time to try to throw that ball. Sacked. Now, I don't know what the coach was thinking with this play call, but they did a QB run on 3rd and 19. I don't understand that. And then just to make matters worse for them and make their coach look even more dumb, on 3rd and 21, they ran the ball. I guess they just forfeited their little drive they had, punting the ball off to us, I guess. But we ended up scoring, making it 14-0. And now on 3rd and 5, sitting in my zone just waiting for them to try to throw this underneath route, but I got there a little bit too late. Luckily though, we was able to make the tackle and get the first. This time though, I got there perfectly on 2nd and 2, playing off man. And I just waited for that quarterback to get into his throwing motion. Jumped that route and got a crazy diving pick. Give me that. And with that pick, I had broken the FSU school record for the most interceptions in the season and on my 10th game. Going crazy. Less than a minute left in the first half. They still haven't scored any points, and on 2nd and 2, I tried to pick this ball off, try to undercut it, but I could not get there in time. After gaining a couple yards, it's 3rd and 7 now, and they're getting locked up, so the quarterback decides to just throw it out of bounds, kick the field goal. And for some reason, no team likes to make field goals on us. They still got no points, but they might be determined to get some here. A wide open wide receiver, picking up a big gain of 33 yards. They decide to run the ball on 2nd and 10, run this ball up the middle, picking up a good 5 yards. I ain't gonna lie, my timing has to be off for baiting these picks, because I could have sworn I'd be able to get there and pick this ball off, but instead he got the first down. On 1st and 10, they threw us off a little bit, had a couple motions going on, and they ran a speed option. Tossing it off to the running back, he picked up the first down and more, getting to around the 8-yard line. Coach ended up sending me out on a blitz on 2nd and goal. And it might have been the perfect time to send this blitz, because they ran another speed option. And I was able to come up behind the quarterback and get that tackle for loss while he wasn't expecting it. But then all that good defense just for on 3rd and goal, us running zone coverage, and the quarterback finds the perfect spot towards the sideline for the touchdown. And after getting a stop on our offense, it's now the 4th quarter, and they're only down 10 points. So they still got a chance. But it's going to be real tough for them, especially with how good our defense is playing. They have really been loving these speed options, especially here in the 2nd half. And I knew that. So on 2nd and 3, I came down at the perfect time as soon as he tossed the ball to the running back to tackle him before he gets to the first. And then on 3rd and 3, when the quarterback tried to get it to his tight end, standing there right at the first down, an amazing play deflected down. And on 4th and 3, they decided to go for it. He had an open guy, but he decided to throw it way too late, almost picked off, but bro dropped it. I don't know what's going on with offense right now. I don't know if Wake Forest defense is just that right now, but offense been having a tough time. But right now, that really doesn't matter, because us defense, we are not having a tough time. Matter of fact, we're having a wonderful time locking these boys up right now. As many times as they gonna get stops on our offense, we gonna get stops on theirs too, but double that. Whether they passing the ball, running the ball, we all over it. And then go ahead and end this game off on 1st and 10, I'm allowing him to get past me, making the quarterback think he got this. But nah, give me that. I'm gonna be honest, this game didn't really go how I expected. I expected us to beat them by a lot more, but we did what we need to do though, got the win, and we're on to the next one now. Now, like what I said about schedules, yeah, we go back to number 3. There are 5 undefeated teams in the nation right now, and losing one game will be the end of it for us. We cannot be the undefeated team to lose at the end of the season. Not happening. And we especially can't lose that game to Syracuse, a team that's not ranked at all, but still, they're 6-4 and they're a pretty decent team. Off the first drive, we played some pretty good defense. Got them the 3rd and 1. They tried to run the ball to the right side, to the outside, but could not because them linebackers was out there defending the edge. But then, after stopping our offense from scoring, their next drive was a lot better than their last drive. It seemed like they found out what our defense was trying to do, and now they know what they're doing. After their big run, they're now in the red zone. And on 2nd and inches, he's picking up a first down and almost scoring the touchdown, just like 1 yard short. Now they done made that way all the way down the field, got all the way to the goal line, but can they finish this off? The quarterback tried to scramble and I'm getting there, preventing that touchdown. I ain't letting it happen. But they end up going for it on 4th and goal, and their running back came out the backfield and caught the touchdown, scoring the first points of the game. Now them being that confident, not wanting to settle for the field goal, could be bad for us or it could be good and work in our favor. But here, it's not looking too good for us because they're picking up this huge play. Luckily, that safety was able to get there and prevent the touchdown, but that's a 63-yard reception. We can't let that happen no more. We started to lock in a little bit, pushing them back a couple yards. It's 3rd and 13. They're taking a check down on the screen play, and he's almost picking up the first down, falling 1 yard short. Yet again, they're not settling for the field goal. On 4th and 1, they decide to go for it, running the ball, and they end up getting it, but just barely, but they still got it. And then to end off their drive, on 3rd and 5, they threw a dot to the back of the end zone. It's crazy. Right now as a defense, we not looking the best. I mean, we get them the 3rd downs, but they're still able to convert. And offense finally ended up scoring a touchdown, so maybe us getting a stop here will let us tie this game up. Throughout this first half, us getting them the 4th down, 3rd down really didn't matter. Up until this moment on 3rd and 10, we finally stopped them, and this time they cannot go for it. It's 4th and 11, there's no way. And lucky for us, they end up missing their field goal. They get the ball back though in the 3rd quarter, but still, them missing that field goal was huge because now it's still a 7-point game. But the bad thing is they're still moving the ball on us pretty efficiently. I mean, only when it's 3rd down or 4th down. It's crazy. But maybe we could change the ties though on this play on 1st and 10. That boy got back there sacking the quarterback. Maybe that's what we need. It's now 3rd and 15. There's no way we allow them to convert 15 yards. I'm playing over the top, making sure they're not getting nothing over the top. And they end up taking like a slant, didn't get enough yards. 4th. Now this time, they was able to make the field goal. Offense didn't score, but we can't really say nothing because our defense has not been the best this game. And I mean, we've literally been behind this entire game, offensively, defensively. We just don't look like ourselves right now, but maybe we can make all that change with this sack, making it 4th and 16. If offense could score here, we'd be looking good. Offense did end up scoring. We have 2 minutes left. We're down 3 points with only 1 timeout. Can we end up winning this game, finding a way? I'm making this tackle, pushing them out of bounds, 4th down. Offense, we need y'all here. And with under 2 minutes, only 1 timeout. They didn't use their timeout. And they done drove all the way down the field on 1st and 10. That boy is throwing a dot to the end zone. And we take the lead. They got 30 seconds left to try to score. But with only 20 seconds left, they got 2 timeouts, so they got a good amount of time. But will they be able to get down the field and score a touchdown? We're not going to let that happen. They ain't got no choice but to try to throw this ball deeper. At least try to get to like 4th and 10 or 4th and 15 from 3rd and 26. But this play call they just did right here was not smart at all. They threw it to the corner route, and that is picked off, and that's game over. Surprisingly, out of all games, that had to be the toughest game we done played all year. Even though they're not ranked, they're a pretty good team. And now we're coming into the last game of the regular season. And we got Florida, who's ranked number 6 with 2 losses, so they're beatable. And now back to what I said about our strength of schedule. The teams that we played that weren't ranked really messed up our ranking because now we're ranked 4 and we're undefeated. And all that means is that there are 4 undefeated teams still in the nation. If nobody loses this game or the next game, it might not be looking good for us. But we just gotta make sure we're not the undefeated team that loses. It's pretty funny to me the fact that we just played against Syracuse, had a very tough time. We was behind the entire game up until the end. But here against Florida, who's ranked number 6 in the nation, we're dominating them already in the first half, getting 3 touchdowns. I mean, they really haven't been able to do anything on us the entire game. On 2nd and 3, they tried to run the ball, but their run game hasn't been going at all. They end up picking up a 1st down off a little short, quick pass play. And now they're trying to get back to the run, but that's not happening. Going backwards. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if they feel nervous or anything or their coach feel nervous. They're at home right now and they're doing running plays on 3rd and long. I mean, like when I came into this game, I was expecting to, you know what I'm saying, hear the Florida fans. But this defense done really came into this game and shut all that down. It's just turnover at the turnover at the turnover. They can't stop giving us the ball. It's now the second half and they still don't have any points. And on 3rd and 6, tried to run the ball. I don't know why they keep trying to run the ball on 3rd downs, but they end up going backwards. It's the 4th quarter now and they finally put some points up on the board. And on 2nd and 3, I was guarding my man, but I saw the quarterback scrambled. He ended up breaking the sack. So I tried to sneak in and, you know what I'm saying, sneak a little sack, but I couldn't. But it's fine though. I'd rather not have a sack. I'd rather have a pick. And on 3rd and 6, they gave me just that. Give me that. And this one going to the crib. Just came into their crib and completely humiliated them boys. But even after beating the number 6 team in the nation, we are still ranked 4. So this next game could determine a lot or just keep us at 4 if the top 3 teams win. At this point, it's going to be all out of our hands. All we got to worry about doing is winning this game. And if we win, just pray that we become a top 2 team. Because I'm going to be honest, if we don't get the national championship and we end up in like a good bowl game or whatever, I'm not playing in that game. I'm entering the NFL draft because I'm here for that natty. Now, the only bad thing about this is the fact that North Carolina is a unranked team, and that could definitely hurt us when the ranking come up. But at the same time, North Carolina is not a terrible school at all. They're 9-3 and they could possibly beat us if we don't stay locked in. At the drive offensively from both teams, nobody has been able to score yet. And on 1st and 10, the quarterback tried to scramble, but then he ended up getting hit and fumbled the ball. We got that thing now. Unfortunately though, UNC was able to stop our offense from scoring any points, but they're all the way backed up. And getting that sack, making it 2nd and 16, it's going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole. On an attempt to try to get out of this hole without getting the safety, they tried to run the ball and it ended up working. They gained 6 yards, making it 3rd and 10. Our punter put us in a great position that we cannot waste. On 3rd and 10, they ended up taking a check down in the flats. And my teammate went down there to make that tackle. I came down to help. But yet again, offense struggles to score. It's kind of like the Syracuse game, except in the Syracuse game, our defense wasn't the best. But now the offense just isn't really working. But we're having another pretty good defensive drive on 3rd and 11. They had a receiver screen. He couldn't throw that ball because I would have picked that off and went for 6. He had to take that sack. And still, offense is really struggling to score on UNC's defense right now. Luckily, UNC isn't making smart decisions. And finally, after that drive, offense was able to put some points on the board. And with the way our defense been looking, this might be all we need to win this game. Crazy enough, on 3rd and 6, they ended up doing another receiver screen type of play, but they threw in a little motion and thought that would work, but didn't. That boy got hit. No score once again from the offense, but again, the punter put us in a great position to play some easy defense, and we do just that. Getting that tackle, forcing the 4th down. Second half now, we end up getting ball first, and offense end up scoring with that ball. Here on 1st and 10, I'm playing off, just waiting for him to throw this out route, and I'm jumping that thing. Give me that. And now we done find ourselves up 21-0, and UNC is trying their best not to get completely shut out in this game. But the way our defense is playing, the way that we all up on them when they catch the ball or run it, it's crazy. On 3rd and 6, they had a wide open slant or drag or whatever that was, but it was open. But the quarterback could not get the ball out. An amazing blitz on that outside, on the opposite side, to force him to throw incompletion. But now in the 4th quarter, they done finally found their way into the red zone, and they might actually end up getting their first touchdown or points in this game. After trying to pass the ball so many times, they finally decided to run the ball up the middle on 3rd and goal. Running back trucked over somebody and got in there, getting their first touchdown of the game, and it's a 2-score game. But thankfully, the offense scored, because if they didn't and UNC done found a way to get down the field and score, that momentum might have changed. But it seems like to me, this game is over. And so we win the conference championship. But the real question is, will we make it to the national championship? I mean, that's why I'm here, and we went undefeated. But unfortunately, even though we went undefeated, we did not get into the national championship. We got the Capital One Orange Bowl. That's crazy. And I mean, just look at this. Of course, the year that we go undefeated, and in my last year, 3 teams would be above us. And 1 team lost the game, but that didn't matter. Well, I guess on the bright side of my last season, it went crazy. Won all these awards, and my stats for this year were crazy. 17 interceptions, not as good as last year, but still did my thing. Well, I guess my career is over here. After 2 years at Colorado, 1 year at FSU, had a pretty good college career. But now, we finna enter a new era. NCAA 25. Can't wait to see y'all there.